Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to EunityCast number 12. I'm Somppi.
I'm Dan.
I'm actually playing that. I'm Riccio.
Oh god, that was pathetic.
Halo. Copyright.
You're,
Sorry.
Yeah, you just fucked that up.
It was like less than 10 seconds, so I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
So,
Shit.
so yeah, I guess if you guys are tuning in the live chat, hey guys, what's up? I've kind of said hello to most of you, but
If you're tuned on YouTube, hi, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, well, hello.
Commenters. Future commenters.
future commenters
Already
and
commenters?
potentially subscribers.
Put those pants back up. Just keep them down.
See, you have never experienced the awkwardness that is Riccio when he talks to his the YouTube crowd. He says crazy shit constantly. There's never something fucking.
But there's the weird thing about this now, because now we're possibly going to be on iTunes also
Oh,
in an
yeah.
audio format.
Yeah.
So now you're just going to be like,
Do you mean possibly, but as in we already?
Yeah.
we kind of are,
Yeah.
sort
Okay.
of. Not all of them yet, but they're getting
Just
there.
the last one so far.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the last one, and possibly the first one ever.
Yeah,
Weird timing. It's gonna be great.
it's gonna be really great.
So we can do certain.
Supposedly we're really quiet on the live, but
There's nothing we can do because it'll be super high pitchy and crazy.
All right, well, I guess you guys are screwed.
We're sorry.
Turn up your speakers.
Turn up your speakers.
Anyways, yeah, this is episode 12 of the UnityCast, and yeah, do you just want to get started?
I guess we'll get.
Or is there anything else that we needed to?
Oh,
No,
if you guys haven't
it's-
checked out the website, we've got
Yeah.
that kind of up and running now. It's UnityGaming.com.
We have a Total War.
We've
dry
got
run,
Total War Dry Run. We've got
Yeah,
another one that's going to be
that's-
coming out
yeah,
probably
soon.
tomorrow.
as well as another video kind of floating around up there, possibly. Gonna be
Me and Devin put out a video today.
Yeah, we
Oh.
put out a short
It's
today.
out.
It's
done.
up,
It's
put
out.
out,
it's-
and
it's actually-
everything. It's got
it's
4
on the YouTube
views.
channel.
It's on the YouTube channel.
Okay.
It is in our new category called Shorts, which
Yes,
is just
yes.
whatever random stuff.
I'm
we
not
wanna
wearing
put out.
any. I got pants.
Yeah, so it's just kind of, we've got a new channel that we're just literally throwing, or no,
On a
playlist
yeah.
that we're just throwing crap that we kind of record up. Anything really. We've got a couple ideas that we want to throw some stuff in. So
But it's
even-
mostly just going to be whenever we pull the camera out.
yeah,
we'll
whenever
just-
we pull a camera out and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was filmed on my iPhone, so it's
Yeah,
not bad quality.
We are, something that I'm starting is actually edited behind the scenes videos of when we film some of our special videos.
Yeah.
I think specialer is a good word
Yeah.
that doesn't get
I think we
used
should
often
rename
enough.
that playlist
Yeah,
to
specialer.
specialer videos.
Specialer things.
Specialer videos.
Yes.
We do have one right now, but it is private, and it's for a video that we're hoping to get up in maybe 2 weeks, maybe a week.
Well, by the end of the week,
There is a behind the scenes done.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it cannot come out because the actual video is not
Yeah,
out yet.
yeah. So
yeah,
we
it would spoil stuff.
we're
Yes.
probably not going to
Totally ruin that whole video.
Yeah,
Yeah, we probably won't put it up on the actual YouTube. We'll just link it to our.
It's
website,
going
I
up on the blog.
It's going up on the
exclusively,
blog
yes.
Yeah.
exclusively.
exclusive behind the scenes. If you guys have no idea what we're talking about, pretty much just videos.
Videos and stuff like
We
that.
Special
are
ones.
making content.
We are content.
We are doing it.
Providers.
I'm content about our content. I said
content.
content.
Are those
twice.
all with K's?
Those are all with K's actually.
Content.
Yes. Yes.
Throwing another one.
This is going to 3 hours again.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
probably.
So yeah, what have you played this week?
Well, I guess I'll start off with, I played this one called, I think it's Burly Bash is the one that I'm playing, and someone's just meandering away. Grab me on the list. Grab me on the fucking list.
This is why I write this down stuff earlier.
Yeah, list. I'm a list controller for this podcast. So we've got one called Brawl Busters, which is...
Yes, I have no knowledge of this game.
It's actually really cool. I played it and tested it out today, and I tried some multiplayer and I tried some single player.
Apparently,
It's,
Riccio wants nothing to do with it.
no, nothing to do with this at all. For those who don't know, it's a free-to-play on Steam. That's
So
kind of-
offended by that game, you guys don't even know.
What game are we talking about?
Brawl Busters or something. That
Oh,
stupid
oh,
Steam
man.
game that's free to play. Has to go with a bat. Continue.
Anyways, it's you kind of have, I think it's 5 different characters you can play. You can choose your body type. I chose morbidly obese, and you can choose like your facial.
What is
structure.
it? Is it?
It's really a zombie like wave thing. There's no multiplayer against other players. It's all you kind of hop into a game with 4 other people.
But what is the game? Is it a first-person shooter? Is it?
It's a third-person beat 'em up. As weird as that sounds.
Well, then it's
Also, like kind of God of War, if you want to put it that way. It's
Yeah.
kind of like punching and
Yeah,
shooting.
the way it is each character has 3 different moves. They've got their left click, their right click, and their double special. Which, for the
I like a double special if you guys know what I mean, right?
for the baseball guy, he hits 3 balls. They kind of go out. For the fireman, he puts up a shield. Like he's more like the healer type.
So it's a class-based survival.
Yeah.
Third-person game.
Yeah.
Team Fortress meets horde mode.
All right.
Yeah, kind of, pretty much. And it's
But
kind of that wonky.
It's just stop.
I just want to keep yelling shit about this game.
It's really wonky.
You
like,
hate it. We established
coloring.
it.
I don't hate it. I just never seen it.
Yeah, he's never played it.
I saw a video and I was not appealed. I was not
Yeah.
appealed to.
I don't know. I tried it out because it was something I needed something fresh to play, and so I tried it out. It's not bad. The multiplayer is really weird to get into. I don't really think they have a big player
Matchmakers
base.
is all private.
No, it's matchmaking. You can set up your own as well as you can meet up with friends and stuff like that. But I tried to get in like maybe 5 or 6 matches, and if you don't get in at the beginning of the match,
You're behind.
no, you can't get into the match. All you do is spectate. But like the camera for spectating is really broken, so it gets jammed into walls really easily. And the fact that you can like it does the Counter-Strike thing where you can fly around the map and stuff, but like it controls really like slow, so you run into walls and stuff, but then you'll clip through walls, and I don't know, it's really weird. It's not bad. It's free to play. I tried it. I'll probably play some more single player just to kind of screw around with it, but it's nothing really exceptional. I just wanted something different to play. It's kind of
Fair enough.
Kind of what I want. I was looking for something different besides Mass Effect 3, which I've been playing a massive amount of. I decided that I was going to play 2 hours on Monday, and I ended up playing 8, and I just kind of kept going with it. And I can't spoil anything because we're gonna have a spoiler.
Well,
cast.
we can, the way they listed the missions in that game is very anti-spoiler friendly because they are all called priority missions and all have a name. So you were on Priority Rannoch. Is the mission you are on.
Yeah,
so,
I'm on Priority right
now. For people that are there, they know what that means.
For giving, I know it's going to be easy for the people watching the video one, maybe like a thumbs up or a vocal thumbs up. How is your amazing journey going so far for you mentally?
A lot of ups and downs. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah,
and
don't,
I can't,
no,
just
I don't want to
stop talking about
but
it.
Like if you or like I mean like more how do you feel towards this? I know there's a lot of weird hating it.
As a game, how do you like it?
At the moment right now, for the actual like gameplay mechanics, I'm really enjoying it. It's a great cover-based third-person shooter. It flows really nicely. The ability with the powers, they mesh. I play the tech guy, so he's got tech armor, so he's good with...
Sentinel.
Yeah, Sentinel.
Yes.
So he's good with guns and biotics. So I really like that mashup. And then you've got the supporting characters, which, if you pair them correctly, you can get the best of both worlds. So I've got Biotic with paired up Liara, and then I've got James because he's got some of the best dialogue I find, and he's got some
Probably shouldn't even talk about that.
hilarious.
Unless you have the
lines.
DLC,
Yeah, well,
which has a whatever.
what?
Well, that's the DLC character.
DLC character.
Oh,
good
yes.
lines.
Who is
Yeah, we won't
We
talk
shouldn't even
about
talk about.
Yeah,
No.
there's
Nope.
So, anyways, I find it to flow really nicely.
We are
and-
going to do a spoiler cast
Yeah.
of Mass Effect 3 when Devin and
we're not going to
one of our
broadcast that
friends
one
no,
because we
no,
want people to be like, oh, what's going on? No, so
just screams.
Yeah.
So many screams.
it's going to be audio only.
Yeah,
I'm
it'll-
sure,
audio
too.
only.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be audio only.
So,
unless you guys want to see us just like fight it out, or I don't want to put my hair there, but fight it out over
weird.
the table and then
Yeah, I
just
don't
be like, no, I like that.
I really, really like it. It's kind of like, I don't know. It seems I'm really starting to enjoy it. I'm not playing it like I played 2, where it was like 4-hour bouts. Like I'm finding I'm sitting down and playing 8-hour sessions, which is really bad.
You are going to be able to count your sit downs that you finish. The
Pretty
game
much. I think
on
I'm at
your
like
fingers.
Yeah. I'm taking it and
Don't.
Big
You can
chunks.
stop. You can stop.
Use those fingers to count that and take it, dude. Just your words,
Yeah.
not mine.
no.
These podcasts get dirty fast.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
Besides that, I got into the
Nexius.
Nexius beta.
Which is weird because I don't know why they call it a beta, considering it's been out
for
for
the-
consoles.
yeah.
since
Well, I
February.
think there's a lot more to test on. There's a lot more Twitch and running around.
Yeah.
and people can hack and break that game a lot easier.
Yeah, and I guess server-wise they have to make sure. Because I think it is going to be Steamworks and Steamworks not.
Well, the beta's actually on Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
it's-
yeah.
Okay.
I was really confused because I signed up for it today. I had some time to kill after I had a lab exam, and I just came over to Riccio's, and I signed up for it today. I think they've got like 2,000 keys left. You can get in if you want.
It's
It
the
keeps refreshing
Alienware
because whenever
page,
I
yeah.
got into it last week, there was 300 left, and then like the day after, it's like we got 8,000 again. So I think
So
they're just
they're-
throwing people in it.
But it's it's really weird because I got into it and they didn't really describe like what you do with the key. And Riccio was on his PC. I'm like, man, what the fuck do I do with this key? Like, where's the EXE? He's like, oh, it's Steam. I'm like, I looked on the page and there was nothing stating like, go to Steam and put this key.
It was marked there at one point. Well, at least whenever.
I didn't.
Okay,
see
Devin is
anything
done.
like that.
Okay, good.
Devin's done.
Right. Fuck you, Dan. So I
don't know what that is, but
I don't know.
clap.
We have to get the community thing going then.
Oh yeah.
That was weird. That's funny hands. Enjoy that.
Is it?
But
Oh yeah.
wow. That was like. Anyway,
Do it again.
so
No, we're not.
it's weird.
It's
No.
can't get
Anyway,
it perfect, so
No,
it's
okay.
not. No.
but
So I tried that.
yeah,
The matchmaking takes forever, but they've got a really great soundtrack, which is
yeah.
awesome.
The menu music is great.
I waited like 15 minutes, and then got to do a match and walked 5 steps, watch a guy explode, and then I got booted out.
So what you guys are saying is that even though you think it's weird that it's a beta, it is
Still a beta.
Yes.
Well, all the broken things about it. So I actually got into at least one match, which was I think 10 or 15 minutes long, and it kind of has the Syndicate like super bright everything,
Vibe.
shit ton of blur.
Is it as bright as Syndicate? Because
Almost.
Syndicate is like
almost.
I looked at this window wrong and I can't
It's
see
not
a
like
damn
you know
thing.
Syndicate how it's like certain areas are incredibly bright and you're like the rest are kind of okay, but when there's a light it's really retarded. This is like everything's sheeting, but it's not as bright, but it's out all across.
So
the
they
board.
look like the
it's a-
awesome Tron suits.
Okay,
Yeah.
with
all right,
the
I
fucking,
got you. I got you.
So I don't know.
They got a lot of blur effects.
Yeah.
I only took 4 steps so I could see the blur
Yeah.
effect, and then like a guy exploded and it blurred,
Yeah.
and it got bright, and then I kicked out of the servers. So I don't know if like what happened, but I waited 15 minutes.
So you don't know if that's actually gameplay or just
Yeah.
freaking out
Well,
glitching.
the-
Yeah,
all
so I
right.
have no idea. So I just wanted to mention it because I know Riccio's played a decent chunk of it. Well,
Well,
decent chunk
15.
by one game.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to try
Yeah.
over the weekend to actually. I'll probably leave it up on my second monitor to actually get into it. and
Stuff is
play
being
a match.
locked out as it goes on, though. Once it hits, I think this Friday, you can't play it online anymore. It's bot matches, and
Oh.
then I think next week they're opening it up for being able to have like groups that you join matches together, and that's what they're testing.
Oh, okay.
What's fucked up though is that it's grayed out, but you can still click on them and go. So it's like you can't do bot matches. You can click on bot matches. And go into it. I think they patched that out though, at least on the
Oh,
first
really?
day.
Because
If
I
anyone
tried.
really wants this game, it is available on Xbox 360.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it is like $9 or
It's $10.
800 Microsoft.
It looks
Yes.
really cool.
I gotta.
I-
But yeah, no.
I want to play more of it. It like just listening to the music and like the soundtrack that it had was just awesome. So I definitely want to try more of this beta. It's not something that I fucked up the first time. I'm totally out. No, I want to get more into it.
Not
playing
like being
15
League of
minutes of
Legends.
it.
Yeah, you and League of
Yeah.
Legends are just like fucking hate.
Yeah, but I actually playing 50 minutes of it though. It took me like, well, once again, like you, it took me like 10, 15 minutes to actually get into a match. I was actually sad once it booted up, so I was like, where the fuck did the music go? And because it has some sick, there's 12 songs like on the soundtrack which were made by them, and it's pretty sweet.
They're all awesome.
Yeah, they're all equally like mellow to like awesome to like pump up. So
Yeah.
it's good. It's really good.
And like the actual like track changes, you don't really
Yeah.
notice it. You just like, and then you like. For me, it was
There's 4 or 5 and they're just like like another one comes in. Like, oh, okay, sweet, great.
no. For me, mine the ones that I listened to were like it just like cut in perfectly. So I guess I got that right loop of music.
Well, it depends because each song is like 8 or 9 minutes long,
Really
and they kind of.
weird.
Yeah, I looked them up and I was like, oh, I want to buy this soundtrack. Anyway, best part of the game so far is the soundtrack. But no, I actually played some gameplay, and the weird thing about it on PC is the performance was kind of fucked up. I could only get 40 frames on it. But you know how most games are like, oh, 40.
40 frames.
Yeah, but here's the
All
weird
right.
thing. is
Yeah.
You know when you play a game on
PC elitist?
No.
Yeah, okay, alright.
But you don't normally say that with a PC game. It's like, I'm getting 40 frames where it's like constantly going up and down. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you can notice it's stuttery. It was 40 frames, but it didn't feel like it because it was like hard fucking like 40, not going up and down. Well, it's slightly, but
So you were saying
it was super
kind of
smooth.
locked at 40.
yeah, well, it's
Yeah,
not
it was
not
still
locked.
smooth.
It's just that's the max I could get. But it was just like how are they coded it? It's not that it was taking hits at any time. It was just still smooth. I was like, this is sick.
Like 40
Well,
frames
being
and
the
looking
fast-paced
nice.
arena
like,
shooter.
if I lower the graphics, I'd get like 50 or 60, but it would never be like a wide range, like shooting up and down by
Where it's
looking
like-
around and stuff.
Like
it
9
was,
frames.
I
Where it's
don't,
like,
yeah, it was good. It was cool. It is really fast paced. Holding the spacebar down, you just auto bunny hop around the world, and you have complete
is
control.
it faster
so,
than Tribes?
I don't think anything would be faster.
it's
than
not
Tribes.
faster than Tribes because at Tribes you can get to an insane top speed, but this is like you hit front and spacebar and you're just fucking like, and the maps are tinier, so you're just flying around corner. It is actually like insane, and
It looked like I watched the like the trailer on the Steam page, and it looked like kind of and then the opening cinematic, I was like, oh, this looks like it's gonna be like Unreal.
Yeah.
And then you actually see like the guys moving. It's just like,
Yeah.
it just looks like they're freaking out.
It's a 4-on-4 game, and it's really cool because during the matches, there's stuff that they keep saying. It's like mutators, and what it'll do is be like, oh, this thing's now on. Nobody has like main guns. Everybody has like a sniper rifle. Like, you'll just flip shit on. Like, oh, you only have like one clip of ammo every time you die, or just no one can jump, or everyone's stuck on bunny hopping, or everybody's walking around. Like, it just flips shit on. You're like, oh fuck, and like it's pretty.
That's
sick.
actually really fucking
It's
cool.
like double gravity. You're like, it's really cool.
That's actually
there's
really
like
half gravity. Then.
double gravity.
Um,
Your knees buckle, everybody dies.
Yes, but I think the trailer says there's like 100 different mutators that just randomly flip on. So
That's fucking
actually
cool.
kind of sick. I'm actually kind of excited for it. But the music sold it for me, so $9.
That's really fucking cool.
So
Yeah, that's kind of really what I've played today. I also, well, not today, but what I've played all week. I also bought Swords and Sorceries.
Sorcery.
Sorcery.
Swords and
You got swords
sorceries.
right, but
Swords and Sorceries. I
Yes.
don't know, I can't ever fucking get
I feel like I read something about the developer being like, yeah, we put the W in as like a joke, and now we regret it.
Swore.
Yeah, I don't.
Sorceries.
Yeah. I feel like I read something about that.
Oh yeah. Well, I played that.
A
I
long
bought
time
it
ago.
for both the PC and the iPhone, and I didn't realize that they're pretty much exactly the same. So
They are exactly the same.
it was only $1 more for both because they were both like I think the PC one was on sale. It was $2 off, and the iPhone
PC
one
one regularly sells for $7.99, and it was on sale for $5.99,
Which is the same price as the iPad version normally, I think.
No, they've dropped it to $2.99.
$2.99 constant.
Nope, not this week. The $2.99 is the iPhone version. $4.99 or $5.99 is the iPad one.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Because I was gonna buy it. Because when you said it,
One of them is Universal, and I have that one.
Oh,
there's two. Oh, maybe it's the HD one. I think that you can get universal.
yeah, the HD one is meant for the Retina display, which is $5.99.
But yeah,
Okay.
so for that game, what was weird is what I was worried about is on the iPad version. I don't know about for the iPhone version, you tilt it to kind of go into combat mode, and this you right click and it just goes like zooms in and like darkens out at the edges, which isn't as cool, but it's.
So you
I
don't
thought
have
it
to
was-
flip your monitors.
No,
So we were. What you're saying is that we were lying.
I
on
got the
this podcast.
pulleys on the fucking monitor ready to flip that shit, and then like cushions, and
Then you clicked, and it just. Zoomed
it
in.
was like, oh, you don't need to do that shit.
And you were so disappointed.
I still like it.
I thought it was really funny because it does give you an option to like tweet shit, and you got the part where it's like, "You've got the megatome, you are awesome," or that's paraphrasing the tweet. I was like, "Do you want to tweet this?" I'm like, "Yes." Can I tweet this like 4 or 5 times? I want to fucking tweet
I
this.
tweeted that same thing, and that's how I knew you were playing Swords.
Well,
and Sorceries.
there's one house you can double click on. It says retweet, tweet this, and you will be retweeted.
Yes.
All I got back is people who follow me going like, "Oh yeah, I'll fucking retweet your mom." I'm like, okay, fine. I'm never gonna.
Really?
Not a good experience. Pretty sure it was all fun in games. Though.
Oh
Please don't
god,
retweet my mom.
she's a lovely lady.
She's great. No.
Yeah, it's kind of
I say no. Anyway.
kind of what I've played this week.
So we all played Swords and Sorceries. I think
yeah.
you got the furthest out of all of us.
I
Judging
got
by your tweets.
Judging by your
Yeah.
tweets, your
I
tweets is a
haven't
milestone.
seen the second one. that you
Yeah,
did,
so I've done 2 episodes or seasons or whatever the hell it's
Okay,
called.
I'm in the second
And
one. So
Yeah,
having
I
done
am
that, the progress bar that shows at the bottom in the main menu says 44%. So
Yeah.
That's
Um,
it is a short game. It
yeah.
is not long.
Well, I was
still
just
fun.
sitting outside playing it, waiting for my girlfriend to show up, and you're decently far
I was
in it.
about to pass out and wanted to make something pass me out, and that game has worked in the past.
yeah,
so
the music in that game is really good
Yes.
for just
I have a
mellowing
soundtrack
out.
that was offered for free for a little while.
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna probably end up groove sharking it or purchasing it if it's available on Steam at some point.
Yeah.
So.
I believe if you buy the Steam version, you are entitled to the soundtrack. They tell you where to get it in the files.
Well, that is great then. I have the soundtrack.
It's awesome. Speaking of like finding the soundtrack, is whenever you like go actually go into your Steam files and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot I bought this with the soundtrack. Fuck yeah!
I love music.
That perfect moment where you realize you do that, and you're just like, yes.
My name is Riccio, and I like the music. I like the Riccio. I messed up that joke.
You really fucked that one up.
So it's gonna
That
sound
was
really
even,
weird.
that was like a bad version of that joke.
Yeah,
that
I
was
know.
Yeah.
horrific.
Like
That
I was destroying it, and then I like
destroyed your
Destroyed
destruction of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
Meta.
car is exploding, and then as it's exploding, there's like fire burning out of the fire, and then just
No,
like,
it
a
bursts
car.
into water and puts out the fire.
Yeah, and then but then the fire is actually oil as it's being
Yes,
whatever.
so
it's perfect.
It's the joke is dead.
The internet is dead. This cast is over.
It's
No,
okay.
it's
The
not.
internet was for porn anyway, according to that song. Anyway, anything other than sword and sorcery? Sorcery.
No, that's really about it. That's I think we'll move on to
Riccio the list back now. He's the regular list keeper.
Touch my paper list. Who is this handwriting? Anyway, so what? Who is this?
We're really bad at these today.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. Yeah. So wait, that's all you played?
That's pretty much.
Yeah, he's got the 4 games.
What have you got?
More Hero Academy.
Hero Academy.
Actually, technically,
always,
played that with you.
I don't know if we want to talk about that again because we have talked for like 2 podcasts worth
About
of
that
game. So.
All I know is I fucking hate playing against you.
I can't tell if I'm winning or losing.
Are you guys playing against?
I'm playing one match with him.
Yeah, I think I played like.
You can always kind of keep track because it's always the same number in the like deck of cards.
Yeah.
So you can kind of like, oh, he lost. Like if someone puts equipment on a guy, that's 2 cards they lost. So
yeah.
You can kind of
keep
track of it that way. But it's kind of just guard your crystals, kill enemies,
kind of
try not to lose enemies. It's like chess.
It's kind of like that moment where I equip somebody with something and nothing else comes out and I'm like, shit just got real. Okay,
yeah.
Now I gotta pay attention. And then like you start murdering somebody, and especially when you're against the Dark Elves, and you're like, I'm winning, I just killed like the main thing. And then something's like, nope, he never put out a super. Dude comes out, fucking murders the dude, grows. You're like, no, shit is getting too real for me right now. And
The difference with the Dark Elf super is it doesn't start strong. It has a strong attack, but it can be killed in 2 hits by pretty much anything when it starts out.
Yep.
But it consumes dead enemies to get more health, essentially.
Yes.
I have actually had a couple of games in the last little while where I have started losing and like they've used dwarves or like a council wizard to kill all my stuff, and I'll just put out one of those guys and just eat all my own.
Oh, you can eat your own corpses.
Yeah,
that's great. That is a good lesson to learn.
Yeah. So you just fuck everyone else up.
Dark elves do not give a single fuck.
Not a single fuck was
people dying around you, feast on their corpses.
Yeah. I just picture some dude in like, peacekeeping or something. A buddy gets shot. Oh, don't worry, I got. Oh.
Well, you can like raise those wraiths that the necromancers pull up. You can put those from your corpses too. You can.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're very. They heal themselves when they attack, but they go down and yep, you're dead. Bye.
Those are some dark elves. I meant that as like a bad like.
Yes.
Yeah, we got that. That was just really terrible. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So yeah, as always, lots of Hero Academy. If
Yep.
anyone that watches this wants to play with me, Captain, no spaces, Brenner.
No spaces isn't part of the name.
Yes, it's CaptainBrenner with no spaces.
Once again, with no spaces.
You put my Game Center ID, which has a space.
Oh, really?
And so I don't know if I want to think that people are challenging me and that I'm not getting them, but I don't think that many people watch this. So
Yet.
Yet. Yeah, we get about 50.
One day we'll look back at that like a year from now and be like, he called it. He called it.
The balloons rain down.
Yeah.
I called it.
Yes. Probably good at 3D back then. I mean, in front.
Anyway,
You were just having like real...
brain farts all around, man. It's cool. Don't worry about
so
it.
another thing I did this week was I tried to get into The Witcher 1 again.
Mm-hmm.
And it is okay. I have a problem playing old games. You guys are both drinking stuff at the same time.
He's drinking blood, though.
Witcher blood. Brought to you by Dan.
Witcher.
Oh wait, Riccio, I bring you some dirt. What are you gonna trade me for?
Sex. Lots of sex.
That was a really weird thing I noticed because I got further in The Witcher than I had last time I started playing the game. You sleep with the Triss at the end of like the tutorial. You get like a playing card.
Yeah, you get from all the chicks you bang, you get playing cards.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's actually a collection thing you can try and build up as you play the game.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
So sleeping with women in that game is like collectible.
Yeah. Yeah. You can collect all of their STDs.
Okay. Anyways, that game
you
is
haven't listened to
fine.
any of the old podcasts, have you? Because we definitely went over that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No worries.
No.
Point is, you got back into it, and how far did you get this time, though?
I
Did you
got
go
2 hours in. I got to the main kind of first town, started running around. I don't know if there's fast travel in that game, but I could not find it.
Okay. There isn't. I'll save you right there. It's annoying like that.
Spend 20 minutes looking for the fucking...
Well, no, it was
Food
just...
icon.
there's this one quest in that first village where it's like, you need to light these fires across
Okay.
the village, and it's like running this big loop looking for these fire things. And there's not really any direction on the map, but they will kind of pop up on the map if you run by them. So luckily, they're not all like too far off the road.
Yeah.
The worst is, if I remember from that part, is each one, you actually do them, and then you finish that quest, and I think the next one's like, okay, just run back over there and talk to
I
this dude.
stopped after that.
Okay.
So
You have to run back, and it's like, oh, but I'm kind of poisoned. You should probably go back over there to the water. Oh, you got
what I
that?
remember is I ran past them, saw 2 of them on the way to the guy. And I was like, I don't know what these are. I can't interact with
Did you
them.
light them for you?
No.
Okay.
Because he used to give you flame things. Then you go talk to him, and it's like, go let those things out. I was like, just past 2 of these. So I went all the way back, lighted them, and you have to walk all the way back and hand in the quest to him. And then I was and then during that journey, I got like 5 more side quests, and I was like, I can see where this game is going. Witcher 2 comes out tomorrow.
In the final act of that game, there's actually a town that you're in, and you have to go out of like a load screen to the dock, take the dock, take a boat to the forest, go do a quest in the forest, which is sometimes usually in a cave, which you load into. And then it's like, oh, just bring back to town. Just you forgot to go pick up this crown. You should go back. I'm like, thank God, this is the ending part of the game. I've already
12 load screens.
Yeah, so it was
poor level.
it was kind of
design.
you know what? It was still good because the world was kind of awesome by then. But I don't know. It was you could tell it was an old game.
Yeah,
but
really broken up.
But
yeah, and that's kind of what kept me from playing it because I find it really hard to get into older games.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe it's just the way gameplay has kind of evolved to be smoother these days, or the graphics look better. I don't know what it is, but I find it hard to get into older games. But anyways, that was in preparation for The Witcher 2 Enhanced Edition, which came out on Tuesday. Which, yes.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That intro cutscene.
Yes, that intro cutscene is fantastic.
It is.
Me and Riccio recorded a dry run.
Yep,
of
should
Witcher
be up.
2.
We're kind of
There's
fighting something. Not fighting something, no.
Copyright.
There's a little copyright thing that popped up. We can still put it out, but I think it'll mess up some stuff.
Put some ads on it.
We have disputed it, and in the meantime, it is ready to go.
So depending on when you hear this, by Friday, or it already went out if it's Friday, or whenever this comes out.
It all depends.
There's a Witcher 2 dry run. It will be out at some point somehow.
Yeah, for sure. Xbox version, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, because that is the whole new version, and we kind of talked about, like, you didn't know that you get all that new Enhanced Edition stuff on the PC right away?
I loaded it up on the PC to try to compare it, and you actually got, like, a 10 gig update, which was that entire
Which we had to wait for, so that we could
really
do that.
So if I because I know at my work, that I know the copy is going to be going on clearance because of the Enhanced Edition code.
And
so
it's a PC game at retail, so
if I buy the actual one,
it will update to Enhanced Edition.
It'll automatically.
Yeah. So...
And
they are actually selling the Enhanced Editions, the dark Enhanced Edition for PC in retailers.
Yeah, that collector's edition one.
Yeah, we got the copies at my work. So
I was actually kind of astounded by the amount of just kind of stuff in a regular edition of that game.
Yeah,
technically, because I bought the Xbox version and it came with a soundtrack disc. It came with a map. It came with French and English versions of the.
And it was regular price, so it wasn't one of those.
It was $69.99 or no, it was $59.99. Yeah, so
not bad.
And it came with this quest book thing, which is kind of just
like a journal.
In the game, Geralt writes down all of his quests as actually like written journal entries.
Yeah.
So that quest log book is all of those.
Yeah.
Oh,
so you could read through the game by reading that quest log.
Yeah, and most of them are like not in third person, but it's like I was doing this. Like I walked
It's
over there
all
and saw this
those
person.
journal
He told, like,
pieces,
it doesn't tell you exactly. Well, it does kind of. There's a separate part that'll tell you exactly what you have to do.
Yeah,
but it's a really. Cool
I kind of
story.
read some of the stuff at the beginning.
Yeah.
After I played it, and it's like, here is a combat section. Then the journal updates to this.
Yeah.
And this can go like it kind of.
Yeah.
You could use that as a walkthrough.
Yeah.
Like
it's really cool.
not because
not like a strategy guide, but just a nice kind of like if you get lost at something, you can...
kind of a way to figure out like, I could have done differently on this quest. Which we did the dry run here.
Yeah.
At your place.
Yeah.
When I tried to recover those cloud saves.
Yeah.
Didn't go so well.
Oh yeah.
They were like out of sync or something, so I just started again.
Okay.
And that guy at the beginning, that boss.
Yeah.
I
talked him down.
Yes. And that totally different stuff.
Yeah. There's a lot of
branching paths where you wouldn't think there would be branching paths. And
I'm telling you guys, this game's awesome.
Yeah, it's.
I'm gonna have to check it out, especially if I
it's
can
not
get the
light and dark
clearance edition and get the.
Even if you can't, just hint, nudge, G2 Play has it for like $13 or something. So
really,
yeah. So
fuck, I'll buy it right now.
Dominic, we're recording something, goddammit. But yeah,
God, I need to buy that.
But yeah, no. What else? We noticed one. Well, I think we won't talk about it too much because we did mention a lot of the differences. I think in the video, so we won't get too much into it.
We put that new intro cinematic in.
Yeah, the new intro cinematics at the end of that.
I'll put a link. I'll put a link in the link dump as well if you guys want.
Yeah,
put a mark beside the Witcher for link. And
we'll put the launch trailer.
Yeah,
the link.
I'll put
That's what sold me on the game. So
yeah, I was gonna put that in.
Yeah. Yeah, that game's good.
It looks really good, and especially the trailer that you showed me today. I was just like, I need to play more of this, but I'm finding I'm getting more games stacked up on what I need to play.
The only problem with it is, I think, is if you played the PC version and are like, oh, I'm going to buy a copy for my Xbox, you will not be pleased with the graphics at all. As someone who didn't play it on PC, it looks fine, it looks great, but all the textures are a lot smoother.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's not as ugly as you think it does, like, in comparison. Not as maybe.
Oh, don't get me wrong, it is a beautiful looking
The lighting
game.
is still, like, exactly awesome. There's, like...
But it almost looks stylized on the Xbox, as opposed to...
I noticed on his arms, like, you kind of had, like, this, like... It was just like a texture, but on the PC, like, you can see, like, veins and, like, craziness, and it's, I don't know. It's not enough for you to look at it and be like, this is ugly. It still looks fucking awesome for an Xbox game, so...
But the engine that they used for it now is taken... It's called the Red Engine, I believe.
Yeah.
It's taken the top spot as the most stressful engine to run now. It, like, originally it used to be the Crytek engine was always the benchmarker. Now it's the Red Engine is the benchmarker for it, and Witcher 2 is used for comparisons across the board, where Crysis 1 was used as comparisons. I'm finding that a lot more. Like, I'm starting to get into my summer mindset for PC parts. Yeah. So graphics, you know,
well, the Witcher actually runs really well if you max. Like, I was maxing it, and
something we didn't mention during the dry run actually is that it suggests you install it.
Yeah.
To your Xbox hard drive, which we did for the dry run.
Yeah, did we?
We didn't look at it, what it looked
we didn't
like
compare
without the installed disc. But
so
it says...
Also, just to mention, it is a 2-disc game.
Yes, it is a 2-disc game, so I've installed both those discs, and that's 14 point
something
4 gigs or something.
Just the exact like size that you have on the PC version.
Pretty much. So it looks good.
But
I think I'm going to probably pick it up as soon as this podcast is over.
Yes.
$13, whatever.
So, well, 13 something, like at least maybe less than 20. But I know we didn't discuss it enough because we were dry running it. You were like an hour into it. Having not played Witcher 1 that much, or even just the little bit you have, like
it is a lot easier to get into Witcher 2 than it is to get into Witcher 1.
More friendly.
But you don't feel like you missed out on too much?
With the little kind of tidbits you gave me while we were kind of playing that about like how the first game ended, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you really need to get into The Witcher 2.
Not bad.
Yeah. I start with Witcher 2.
Yeah,
Don't feel like you need to go back and play Witcher 1. Like,
how many hours is Witcher 1?
Maybe 36.
It's an RPG.
And I started skipping the side quest at the end.
It's a slog.
I wouldn't call it a slog. I just didn't like that combat.
It's actually really good. The story's awesome.
Okay.
But no, what I would say is Witcher 2, if you're not picking it up because you haven't played the first one, I think it only matters for like maybe the first few hours of the game, because they kind of every time they keep mentioning like, oh, this was happening, and then once you get past that part, it's like fuck.
There are dialogue options in the game, and I don't know if it was on purpose or just how they put it out. People are asking you kind of stuff about, and you can respond with knowledge about the world, but if you have no idea what's going on, there is kind of a generic response that you can put in, and that will continue the flow of dialogue without
breaking it,
shoving more information in your face about stuff that's happening.
I feel like you'll see on the farther end of Act 1, like it just, like, now they keep mentioning little things about the first game, it just kind of forgets about that at one point, and just like, okay, now
well, I've met 2 characters that I guess were in the first game.
Dandelion and Zoltan.
Yes, Zoltan.
Yeah, those are the only 2 that will be recorded.
And I kind of talked to them, and they almost kind of catch you up on the first game.
No, yeah, they do.
So,
especially if you
talk to them,
play The Witcher 2.
Yeah, don't let the fact that you haven't played the first game stop you. It is fucking awesome.
I'll definitely be checking it
out. CD Projekt actually has a recap video of Witcher 1 on their official YouTube page. To
probably check that out.
It's specifically built that in the description. It says to catch up Xbox 360 players who have missed The Witcher 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
that works.
I don't want them to re-release that on some Xbox port or something. That'd be horrible.
And I wouldn't play it.
Combat. Anyway, Witcher 2 is awesome.
Yes. Play it.
So
watch for our dry run.
Yes, for sure. Yes. Hopefully Friday.
Stop making those noises, man. Jesus Christ, it's gonna be terrible in the audio.
Anyway, so what else have you played?
I played more Mass Effect 3 multiplayer.
Cool.
That final achievement I need, the 5,000 kills, still eludes me. I'm at the point where I'm
Illusive, man.
That actually, that shocked me. I was like...
Cool.
It just makes me sigh.
I think this podcast is over.
I'm done here.
Anyway, so you have no idea.
Leave.
You saw the pop up for that 4,500 you were saying, but you're not.
Yes, but there's only a ticker every 500.
Yeah,
so
really?
I had the last possible ticker spot.
Could you imagine if it's like you got 5,000
and then no achievement
and then
popped?
no bloop? You're like,
There would be no way to. It would be impossible to pass in that game if that happened, and I would probably never play it again.
no, you'd actually have to delete your save file and just restart.
No, because it's Origin account.
It's Origin
So
account.
delete your Origin save file.
You start a new Origin account.
You have to go to the Origin servers and just rip out that hard drive. Fuck everybody else over on that thing, but you take your save out of there. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That'd be honestly terrible. If you got the 5,000.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that.
I'm sorry for planning that in your head now.
No,
That's getting
worried
You're
about
just
that.
getting infuriated now.
I still haven't played those new multiplayer maps. As well as I think if you played on the weekend that just passed, if you log in, you get a free.
Supposedly,
character.
it's supposed to be delivered by today.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
What is
check
a
when
free
I get
what?
home.
You get a free character unlocked.
They do challenges every
Yeah,
weekend
yeah,
in Mass
yeah.
Effect 3.
Yeah, I know.
Not on the PlayStation 3, obviously, but Sony's blocking that for some reason. I didn't read the whole article.
Sony's like fun. No.
Just play Journey.
Yeah, just play Journey. You'll be okay. Just calm
You
yourself
beat me
down.
there. The journey's okay. Sony, okay.
Yeah, they have weekend multiplayer events, and if you played on, I think it was both the new maps this weekend,
Then you got
at
this.
all,
Yeah.
you would get I think it's called a reinforcement pack, which is just one of the DLC characters has an unlock.
Oh, no.
So get one of those DLC characters, because the way that those unlocks works, it's all random.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't.
You got some good ones.
Not
bad. Not bad. Because I know we were talking about that for the dry run of Mass
Yeah.
Effect, that we were talking about how it kind of keeps the multiplayer fresh.
Yeah.
And wanting you to play.
I
those
honestly
packs.
like it because the gameplay is smoother and more fun, and it's a lot of fun to play classes with powers.
Yeah.
I know back from Mass Effect 2, they released statistics for who played what class.
Yeah.
And the soldier is like 86% or something.
What?
like that in the
Really?
campaign. Yeah. It's like most people just like...
It's boring.
Most people go in and like customize their character, because it's something like only 17%
Yeah.
didn't customize.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a low end of that. And
For class wise.
yeah, everyone just picked soldier. It
Weird.
Was it the first one that you could pick?
No.
It's top of the list, but I mean, I think they're like soldier classes like guns, 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 and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they made the other classes more accessible this time by not limiting the guns you could use.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely
and
did.
making the powers a lot more fun. I love throwing fireballs as an engineer.
Yeah.
I love
incinerate.
I love the
Sentinels don't have incinerate. And
No,
that makes
no.
me sad.
Yeah.
And you
I
throw
love
out
the
fireballs
I love the just mixing two different biotics together and having
Yeah.
that fucking explosion go out. And it's really awesome when you have really subby headphones on, because you just do a throw at a singularity and just all you get is that sound.
Which-
Singularity sounds are annoying as hell. Everyone who has singularities and doesn't blow them up should die in a fire.
Yeah.
I don't.
I always blow mine up.
Okay, good, because that surround sound is like just constantly, and I don't like that. If there's several, it like stacks, and it's horrible.
I think there should be an assault rifle that shoots the Reaper sound.
Oh my god.
There's been this trend on Reddit this week of people putting up MP3s as like ringtones of like trainers saying, "Private message has arrived.
Really?
Really?
We'll message at your terminal." So
That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna start downloading those.
I don't know if I mentioned this last week because I didn't really play it that much, but the Geth characters, because there's a new Geth infiltrator,
Yeah.
a new Geth engineer. Did I mention anything about them?
No, I forget.
They're imbalanced.
Really?
I heard it was
They,
the
they are
Krogan
really,
guy.
really
This is a
strong.
Krogan, like-
No. It doesn't.
Clipping issue?
Yeah, apparently there's a weird like body size issue. with
Or you
them,
can
but
smash yourself
no,
into
I'm
a
talking
wall.
about that Geth have a heavy melee or something. I don't know. I haven't unlocked them.
Okay.
But it's like they can go down and like just go like and just send out shock waves constantly and just murder everything. So you get Geth engineers holding like the lightest submachine gun and just running around and
Really?
Man, I gotta
taking
get me one
all
of
the
those.
score. Like I don't even know what happens. Like
Wow. So if you get a Geth engineer, you're pretty much boss.
Yeah, I hope I get
no,
that.
either Geth has the
Yeah, I
same
hope I
melee
get them
attack.
too.
I don't even like. If they're like half the score of a 4-player game, I don't even
Oh,
understand.
shit.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
it's disgusting. The game ends and it's it gives you that stat
Get
out
that outta
screen. And I'm gonna do this the right way for the camera. So you've got the Geth score at the top, and then you've got I'm usually second. My score's like here.
Jesus Christ.
And so...
How did he get that big? Okay, I'll just
I
stop.
was thinking of something like Geth Around,
Okay,
but
you are not going to
know.
top That's Elusive, man.
Yeah,
So I think you should
that was
stop.
pretty fucking good. That actually shocked both of us, so you win this
And write
round.
this down. That's the name of the podcast.
Elusive.
No, what was that? What was the, like, whole... You have to be the whole joke.
Man.
That's Elusive, man.
That's Elusive, man.
40-ish. Okay, good. I'll just look at it later.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, those
my
new
God.
maps are great. I especially like Firebase Hydra, which is a dam.
Yeah.
Condor is based on Paladin's Moon,
Hmm.
which is a fine map, but Open Hydra is very nice. There's lots of kind of cool hallways. And
Cool.
It's kind of like a bunch of different like hallways around like a center courtyard.
All right.
So it's a lot of like taking cover and people walk across the courtyard. It's a lot of fun.
Kill choke points.
Yes, lots of
choke
different
points.
dynamic choke points.
When I think of way before when Mass Effect 3 came out, whenever they kept hinting that there was going to be multiplayer, I was kind of skeptical about it. But I wonder how this game would have done if it didn't have a multiplayer. Because, I mean, people would have finished it, gotten pissed, and never played this thing ever again. And it would have just
Definitely the right
forgotten
move
pretty
to...
quick, almost.
Yeah, I think it would have.
It's almost been its kind of saving
The people
grace
who
for
do
it.
multiple playthroughs of RPGs,
Yeah.
I think they wanted to. I think they probably noticed that the life of Mass Effect 1 and 2 were not what
Yeah.
they wanted. them
I
to
thought they were
be,
amazing,
and
and then it was just like... Then
Yeah,
you get to the
then
end
you
of the year and you're
forgot
like,
about
oh yeah, Mass Effect came out. That's right.
I think
So-
because it's the end of a trilogy, they added multiplayer rather than making DLC plans.
Yeah.
Because in 2, you could kind of extend that. Like, hey,
Yeah.
all this stuff is tying into
Yeah.
3, you know? So
Yeah.
buy this new DLC, jump back into your character, continue your setup for
Yeah.
the final game. But the game
You got
ends,
nothing now.
you know? So
Yes.
How are you gonna top
selling
that?
another squad mate like Kasumi in 2 is probably not going to fly. No one's
Yeah.
going to buy that.
Nope.
So they're like, I'm done. Whatever.
Yep.
I don't.
Yeah.
Care.
Yeah, I guess so. That's yeah.
But they did good with the multiplayer.
Yeah.
And
I hear
they
that is a saving
their
grace at the moment.
microtransactions stuff, as much as people hate that,
Is it-
the map packs are free. So
Yeah.
Cool.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I guess so.
They need to make money somehow.
it's good to if I had points to spend, I probably would have bought a couple
Yeah,
starter packs,
well,
but
Oh, fair enough.
it is all luck, so
If
I kinda
you
would
did
feel terrible about myself
Yeah.
immediately afterwards. if I
Yeah,
didn't
you
get
like
something
spent
good.
that, you're like, oh, I didn't get it.
There was a wall for me on PC because it's hooked up to my credit card, I think, but it's like it says like, oh, you have to buy BioWare points in certain amounts before you can spend them. I was
Yes,
like,
that's
well,
right.
fuck that then. So
They are in the same divisions as Microsoft points.
yeah, that's
Yes.
the thing. But I looked at it, I'm like, oh, if it just had like $2, I'm like, let's try my hand at this. But like, what?
How much is BioWare points? Like the equivalency
$1
exchange
is
rate
80.
of...
Is 80. So I don't know.
It's really
It
weird.
stopped me. I was like, so I have to go to this site and buy it, and then it'll more in one step. Okay, then. You lost my money.
Yep.
Don't
Okay,
patch that in though. I don't want to.
I put it in patch notes for Riccio. Shit.
They just changed the point sign to like a dollar sign, so instead of 80 points, it's $80. I'm like, sure, 1 point, and 1 click. But no,
God.
that'd be fucking horrible.
Oh god.
You got grenades.
Oh.
I don't want to throw these. I might have to get more.
you buy an $80 pack. The next kill you get, your achievement pops up. Never play the game again.
That will stop me. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, really?
I will probably jump in that now and again to kind of try out new characters and whatever other free stuff they release.
But like you will
So
never...
when Witcher 3 comes out and it has multiplayer just like this, no?
with microtransactions,
Dragon Age 3.
and you get Molotov cocktails made out of ancient wine bottles.
Dragon Age is bad. I
3's
should
apparently
feel
going to be
bad.
good. I'm going to have to
3's
play through
apparently
1,
gonna be
2,
good.
and then 3 to...
No, I'm done. I don't care about it.
Yeah, I was done after the second one.
I was done after the first one.
Really?
I couldn't.
No,
No,
I finished the first one.
I was trying to make a joke about dragging, like Dragon Age.
I told you aren't beating that.
No,
Yeah.
you're not beating the... That's Illusive, man.
That's Hockey. His name is Hockey. Ethan. Fuck. Anyway, so yes. Bioware, yay. So yeah, what else have you?
Just a couple mobile games. Infinity Blade 2 had some DLC released.
Oh,
it's
what-
called Clash Mob, which is global objectives for everyone that plays Infinity Blade. So there will be
Okay.
this
Oh, okay.
big boss creature, and if over the course of say 2 weeks, everyone gets one try at it, and you add your damage to this stack of damage against this boss. That's like
Billion.
everyone damages this 1 billion health boss.
Wow.
And if the boss goes down by the end of the countdown,
Yeah.
everyone gets a reward.
Oh, cool.
So there's all kinds of different stuff like that, and
That's
like,
awesome.
oh, you can't block in this one,
Yeah.
so
Cool.
Start
yeah.
rolling, bitch.
Get enough dodges. There's a lot of that. That being said, I didn't play any more than single player.
Oh, really?
So-
Isn't there a new Infinity Blade game coming out? It's like a dungeon crawler or something?
Yeah, I heard about that.
I want to say that's just called Infinity Blade Dungeons or something
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
that.
but I heard about the dungeon crawler.
But that's their
Blade-
like.
Blade
I
Dungeon?
think they're
Infinity
annualizing
Dungeon?
Infinity Blade.
Yeah.
Is what they're doing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
2 years ago was 1, and
Yeah.
then last year was 2,
2.
and now this year it'll be Dungeons or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Count.
that'll probably be good. Infinity Blade games are fantastic.
Yeah,
They
they're-
look very pretty, and
They run
I
very
love
well.
dungeon crawlers for the next one. So
they drain the hell out of your battery though. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. I can't even play it on a 3GS.
Really?
So
Oh god.
I think Infinity Blade 2 is actually on sale right now on the App Store. I think it's $6.99 regular. I think it's $4.99 now because of that Clash mod.
Oh,
nice.
alright.
Yeah, they do a lot of free content for these games.
Yeah.
So, the only other game I played this week was Max Payne Mobile.
How'd you find that?
29,
We talked about that last week.
Yeah.
And I was convinced I wasn't going to buy it. But
Yeah.
then,
And now you bought it.
yeah.
how much have you actually played of it?
I am in the subway,
Subway area?
like right at the beginning.
So
kind of.
you played like maybe an hour or so?
Yeah, something
Okay.
like that.
So I'm
It was just
curious-
to pick up. It was a late at night thing, just like
Yeah.
Swords and Sorcery. So
Try to play
Try
a
it
bit
again.
more of it because what I'm curious for is that the PC version when I went back to 1 was really fucking hard. Like I died really often on the easiest setting, and I want to know if they tweaked anything or if it's still just retarded.
it seems. I think you take damage a lot.
Yeah.
Slower.
Okay.
I want to say that like
Yeah. I
the
guess-
aiming hindrance that is applied to you,
Yeah.
especially with the way the controls are laid out. I'm just going to talk about all this stuff now because we tried to do
Yeah, we tried to record.
Yeah.
dry run stuff, and Apple does not want to cooperate with that at all with
No.
any of their products.
Stupid.
So
Fucking cable.
Lots of cables.
a lot of going to the Apple Store and returning $45 cables. And
Xylophone Dinosaur is not happy. If you're listening to the audio version, I'm wearing
Really awkward t-shirt. That's really awesome.
Dinosaur.
Cup.
oh, we have an audio version now. I totally did.
Yeah,
not
we
get-
totally have an audio version.
No worries, man.
All right, great. All right, okay.
Yeah.
Listen to the audio version, go to YouTube. Find the timestamp.
Yeah.
They're the same length. I'm not. Wait, that could mean bad things.
Stop. Just
Yeah.
stop.
Okay, anyway, so yes.
So, Riccio, what have you played?
No. You were still saying,
The same
Difficulty
aiming
aiming.
hindrance is applied to the enemies that is applied to you, I think,
Good.
because bullet time and the aim stick are on the same side of the device. So you hit bullet time, and then you're already using up some of your like.
when you say bullet time, do you mean diving or like just even
The-
slow running?
If you're moving and you press the bullet time button,
dive.
you will do a dive.
Okay.
If you are
okay.
standing still, you can activate it for an unlimited
Quick
amount of time
aim.
until it runs
Okay.
out. But you have to be standing like perfectly still.
No movement.
It's right click on PC then. Most annoying.
Okay, but
Really?
you,
Yeah.
can,
Just right click.
you only have the one thumb. You have two fingers
Yeah.
on a mouse, and you hit it
Yeah.
at the same time.
I can see that
So
being-
you hit bullet time, and your character starts. Well, Max Payne starts dodging forward, backwards, whatever, and then you move your finger back to where it will start tracking
the aim.
the aiming, and
You're
then
probably already almost in the air, about to hit the ground.
there is a lot of different. I'm usually about halfway through the dive by the time I
Okay.
get a lock on a guy, but there is kind of you can turn on almost auto aiming, so you'll kind of like
Oh.
snap to guys so long as you kind of move in their
Snap
direction.
Okay, that's
So
cool.
that is nice, but I
Actually,
don't know.
really
I like it. It is
Yeah, I was
it is a very good. Having never played Max Payne before,
Yeah,
it is a very good representation of that game. It is a good port.
I'm glad.
port.
I'm glad to hear that they took the time to make it work better on the device, not just could throw it over. Because when you said it was on the iPad or iPhone, I was just like,
It's on both. It's
okay.
universal.
Well, whatever you said it was coming out to the devices, let's
Yeah.
say, I was afraid that it was going to be way too tough and no one would beat it, and it would just be like, this game's fucking shitty. Like, what the hell? Like,
No, it is.
so I'm glad.
They've balanced it somehow.
Good.
It is a. If you have never played Max Payne before, like me, jump into it. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely purchased.
Someone mentions that there's an annoying part in that game, which is like a kind of wonky level, which was very, very hated on the PC version. Apparently, you can skip that level straight out. So that was a very.
I'll probably play it. 'Cause
It is a platforming, very hard, like small pipes type fucking. If you can skip it, try it a
Do
little
it?
bit.
Okay.
Skip it.
right.
Because even on PC, it took me roughly like half an hour to get to like through this 2-minute level or something.
Really?
So
Jesus Christ.
I'm glad that they added that. That's good to hear. If that's actually true. The
reason I bought Max Payne Mobile, it wasn't just kind of out of the blue thing.
Yeah, explain
It's,
it.
I've bought the Max Payne double pack on Steam.
Yeah.
And my computer will not let me run Max Payne Run because it is convinced it is a Trojan.
Yeah.
It will not. No, it's like, no, we're deleting this every time I try to download and install it, and then the downloader fucks up. And
no, what happens when the virus scanner is going through it, and all it's seeing is textures of constipated faces. This gotta be a virus. Everybody looks like they're dying. What is this? So it just bans it.
But no, it's this quick auto quarantine delete thing that my computer is doing.
Oh, really? So
you're turn off your antivirus. I don't want. Just turn on an antivirus.
For one old
That means
game.
I'm going to turn it back on to ever use it again, and it's going to delete the shit out of Max Payne. And I'm like, oh,
so you have to beat Max Payne in one sitting is what you're telling us.
Yes.
You can do that.
No, I bought the mobile version, so.
Good.
12-hour.
I have 2 installed on my PC, so when I finish the mobile version, I'm going to play 2 on PC.
No, it'll actually feel really weird, because from PC's Max Payne 1 to Max Payne 2 on PC was a huge, this is now awesome. So I cannot wait for you to be
it's just going to be the cycle.
This is now awesome. And then 3's going to come out, and you'll be like, it's going to be great.
Just tears
I kind of fell into a pre-order of that.
Really?
Yeah, because I was at GameStop picking up Witcher 2, and they were like, oh, you actually did trade us for this, so we don't need to charge you tax, but you paid out the last $10. So you have an extra 5, O2 or something. Do you want to put down a pre-order for something like that? It's just Max Payne 3 posters everywhere, and I'm like, I was sitting to play that game.
The interesting thing is that...
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, nice.
There's a patch before the game even comes out. That's a joke. Because they gave you a little
And Devin doesn't get it at all because you didn't show him.
It's cool.
Yeah,
there's a patch that they gave you for pre-ordering that you can put on your shirt.
We're not sure what it is.
Yeah, it's a wolf.
Yeah, and it's I think it says UFF
yes,
or something.
It's probably one of the cartels.
Yeah, something
like
that.
So
it
gives you a patch to strap it on your body.
Oh, is that what I see on your coffee table?
Yeah, yes, that's that wolf thing over there. Yes.
Is that yours or Bridget's?
I gave it to Bridget's. I don't care.
I thought it was another one of those Raccoon City.
Probably use it as a coaster.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
Who wears jean jackets anymore? I don't know.
So you'd be a really weird biker.
Yeah.
I don't recognize any of your patches.
Insult everyone watching this podcast that's wearing a jean jacket right
now. We just lost half our demographic. You can actually see, you actually see that in the analytics. It's people who wear jean jackets.
Oh my god.
Anyway. If you like jean jackets, leave
so yeah, that's what I played.
Yeah.
I love to talk about more Hero Academy because that's what I played the most, but you know what?
We beat the shit out of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
My binding of Isaac.
Alright, well what I've played
except
this
mine never ever will end. They're gonna keep no, you can find a finite number of items and finish the game to the real ending.
There's a new patch coming out in October.
Yeah, that's fine, and then you can buy the patch and finish it.
50 items.
As long as people are alive, Hero Academy will keep playing.
Maybe.
Okay.
My goal now is...
What'd you play, Riccio?
Well, you just mentioned Max Payne 1, so I beat Max Payne 2.
Okay.
So what were your thoughts on Max Payne 2?
Max Payne... Ruined that segue, Jesus.
Yeah, fuck, man, you butchered the shit out of that.
No, so I finished...
It was painful.
I finished Max Payne 2 last week.
Don't you start. Don't you fucking start. If you start, I'm leaving.
If you missed it, I said it was painful.
Yeah, no, you got that.
Okay, alright.
That was a joke. Anyway, that was a ghost. No. Anyway, so I finished Max.
You finished Max Payne 2.
Max Payne 2. I finished it last cast. I was like, you know what? I'm pretty close to the end. Well, I was probably 40 minutes away from the end. I walked in, fucking wrecked whatever the hell ending. Done. Fun, really fun game. I'm not sure how much of it's going to lead into Max Payne 3, other than him being addicted to pain pills. So, yeah,
he's addicted to smack.
The tutorial. I don't know if it's different in the PC version, but the tutorial for drinking pills is if you get a little bit hurt, just take some pills, and it's you tap the health thing, and it's an entire bottle of pills disappears, and I'm like. You just... Those are 3 a day, dude.
Did you realize that the whole rest of the game is a dream? The tutorial starts and you're just unconscious on the ground for the next 10 hours of the game.
Actually, when you do bullet time, you can actually see your liver die slowly as it tries to process.
Yeah, no one's shooting you. That's just blood flying out of it. But no, I finally finished that. I'm really excited to get into Max Payne 3 on the 29th of May for me.
I get to play it on the 17th.
That's cool. You know what? It's 15, actually.
15. I thought it was 17th. It was Tuesday. Anyway, point
is, I'm playing some Diablo 3. Woo! But I'm excited for Max Payne 3. So yeah, I beat the shit out of that. I enjoyed beating it, that game. beat the crap out of it. Anyway, what else did I play? I started Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah, I watched you play some of that. It looked really good.
Really good. There's a lot of issues with the PC version of that game, though.
Yes.
It's designed to run on one core. So when you run
There's
it on
an Xbox Live HD version.
Yeah, I probably should have got that one.
Yes.
Because this one has...
It is cheaper than the PC version at full price.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's some wonky stuff. It's designed to run on one core, so the cutscenes play faster than the words. So you're just like, people are talking like, well, I'm going to hear someone die in a second. You're like, oh, okay, cool, that's great. So it's really fucking weird, but you can hack it to allocate it to one core and then just some... It kind of works for me now, except for the camera's really fucked up to use a mouse compared to a control stick. It like jitters and gets stuck on shit, and then like you're flying. When you're driving, you turning is the same. Like you can also move the mouse, so you're turning, and the screen just starts flailing around your ship, and you're like, "What the fuck is like?" Weird. It's a weird game. It's third-person action adventure. It's like Zelda.
Action adventure is probably the exact term for the game.
Yeah,
that is a
action
stereotypical action adventure game.
Take photos of all the animals.
There's some weird story things in it though, because you start off the game and you're like, "Oh, we're broke as shit. We can't pay for power." And then like instantly, this person's like, "Hey, if you take pictures of animals, I'll give you some money." Take a picture of like a ladybug, and they're like, "Here's $300." I'm like,
Didn't you take a picture of like a snake and it like gave you 200?
Yeah. So within I'm just saying, within 20 minutes of starting that game, I had more than $6,000, and I'm just like, these people were fucking broke. So
rolling in the dough
from your Spanish bag AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spanish, but he's French.
Really?
I don't know what's going on there.
It's a French person voicing a Spanish person.
Yeah, it's
seriously.
It's
Well,
really
it's Ubisoft, so it's everyone.
yeah,
that's really
just
fucked
all
up.
the Persians in Prince of Persia are French, so that's how they roll.
But I don't know, story-wise for that game, it's actually pretty sweet. I'm pissed that I missed out on that when it was like on Xbox One, I think. Yeah.
It looked like an Xbox One game.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, it was Xbox One, PS2, GameCube,
and PC.
Well, yeah, originally.
Not great.
Everything PC,
right? Yeah. So that was, I don't know. So I played that. Then when I got bored of that, actually when I got angry at that on the same night, I booted up Trine 2 because that game is colorful and awesome. Forgot how colorful that game was.
Really?
It starts off and it's like, hey, here's a sweet sunset. And then just like your dude walks in, you're like, oh, this was not rendered. Oh, I'm just kidding. That game looks really good. And it's just like Trine 1, puzzly type of puzzles that are like, I don't know how to do this, and you figure it out and you're like, I'm a genius. Those kind of like portal-y moments.
Oh, where it's like that moment where you're kind of on that like verge of being really fucking frustrated, but then the second you finish, you're like,
yeah,
that was a good puzzle. Thank you. I'll have another one of those. I'll have maybe two. This is just like
all these sounds.
There's a lot of shitty sound effects in this podcast.
I really feel bad for you audio people who are listening to the audio.
If you guys didn't take a look at the end of podcast 11, pause this.
There's a teaser at the end of our teaser. Thing. Weird sound effects all this time.
Jesus.
You guys are all confused about the sounds that come out of my mouth.
Oh my god.
They're
but
delightful.
Yeah, pause this one and go take a look at episode 11.
The
it's
last
like the last
9 seconds of it.
It's really funny.
I threw in a little fun thing.
Yeah.
Anyway. Trine 2 is awesome. Go play that. It's got co-op, which we haven't tried yet. Which I don't know if the single player and the co-op is actually together. But
I think it would be. I don't see why not.
There was no invite or like drop in, drop out thing. That's why I was not sure. Like, because there's single player.
Well, I think you have to start it together because there's that. If you're playing single player, there's character switching. Can't you just pull in and out?
Well, in multiplayer, you don't each control a character. You each have a character that flips. So everybody's all three.
Oh,
yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, at least that's how it was in the beta.
I think they changed that. I want to say that I watched stuff and you were locked to who you picked.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd probably be cooler then.
I think something else to mention about the game, doesn't that have local PC co-op?
Yeah.
I think if you plug in controllers
the first
and
one
keyboards
did
and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really fucking cool.
Usually I get my buddies over, we each plug in 3 keyboards. And, wait, each of us 3
I'm calling bullshit on that.
Yeah, I'm calling fucking bullshit.
Alright, good.
Hey, you guys want to try to bring your keyboards over? I'm sorry. Yeah, so I played Trine 2. Also, one thing I'm not proud of, I was loading up Steam yesterday, and then I was like, hey man, you can get a free hat in TF2 if you just play Crimecraft and get to level 6 in this game. And I'm like, sure, okay, level 6, that sounds fun. Load up Crimecraft. What the fuck is wrong with that game, man? You can shoot people It looks like Saints Row E, and that is a travesty to say it's compared to
Saints Row is fantastic.
Yes. So it's a third-person kind of gangy warfare team deathmatch game. When you get to level 6, suddenly there's a town that you walk and get quests, and
Is
there's
it like APB?
It started
very instanced like deathmatch stuff.
It started
but it's
off
open world.
Well,
and
no,
kinda free.
APB is like a huge map, like a city. This is like here's a menu, quick match, go into a game, first person shooter, like it's like Counter-Strike type stuff. Or
Oh, it's first person. Okay.
Yeah, third person, but it's like it goes into like an arena.
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking for.
So what you're saying is that APB is a superior game to Crimecraft.
Yes, although once I hit level 6, it's like an MMO. Like you are a dude, avatar walking around talking to dudes and like trading items.
But do you still quick match into stuff?
Yeah, but then I think you have to talk to an NPC or something. It's called You Got to Sunset City, and it's really fucking I don't know. Point is,
so
like it
the
is.
Story of this is
it's a first person shooter where the lobby is
third person
shooter.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can dress your dude up. I instantly put a baseball cap on, a t-shirt, took off my pants, and put some white sneakers, and just assaulted people.
Do that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that very much. Except for it is just controls weirdly and fuck it. There's no jump. It is like Raccoon City where you just like, oh, there's a ramp that I can, but I can't just do like a knife melee jump and tie. Can't jump up shit. So you have to. I don't know. It's really I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Does it have Raccoon City's terrible cover system as well?
There's no cover system.
Oh, it's just a straight run again.
Yeah. However, you can buy sunglasses for I think like $5, and they expire after 15 matches. So you can look like a champ for 15 matches. That's retired. It's really cool.
Consumable cosmetic items.
Yeah. So that's really cool.
Who plays that?
Riccio. That being said, it's really easy to get to level 6. So for anybody out there looking to get a Team Fortress 2 hat, it is actually pretty easy to get there. It takes like an hour.
I don't give so much of a fuck.
It's a football hat with nails on it. I figured cool. So I don't really play TF2.
That game sounds disgusting.
We both have this look of like
confusion, disgust.
I think I was fine with the game existing until you said consumable
cosmetic items.
It's weird because I think the other stuff you can repair, but the sunglasses you can't. So.
Boss aviators for 15 matches.
I felt bad last night. I joined a match and somebody came in and I saw level 26. And I was like, why? Why did you keep playing this past level 6?
Well, I mean, it's free, right? So,
but I mean, like APB is free, so might as well just go play that.
Yeah.
APB is fun if you have people to play with,
or play Tribes.
Play Tribes.
Or like Blacklight.
Tribes is
I like Blacklight.
I
really like Blacklight.
Yeah, Blacklight's fun. It's
or Super Monday Night Combat.
I thought you just called whores. I was like, yeah. Fucking play Super Monday Night Combat.
Accidental release.
I'm so glad that I have 2 beta keys to give away for that game that is now open and playable.
Well, no, when you download it, it still says Super Monday Night Combat Invitational. So it is the beta is just you can download it.
Yes.
So it's still in beta, but it's
open beta.
Well, if anybody wants a key to that, I can give those away. Or you can just go download it.
If you want to feel like you won something.
Unless you get something cool for being in the beta.
Actually, speaking of which, I'm going to segue into that real quick. We do have some keys to give away.
Oh, we do.
New ones or the one from before?
DOTA. Yeah, we have a Dota 2 beta key.
We have a Dota 2.
Just talk about that now that you're saying it.
Sure.
Are you done?
You can go back into his list
after.
I'll
go back to my list after.
All right. Well, but I guess we've got another giveaway for this week.
Yeah.
I happened to get into the Dota 2 beta, I think like at the beginning of this podcast, 15 weeks ago or something like that.
I gave you an invite to that.
Yeah, you gave me an invite to that. And I hated the shit out of it. And then Steam was like, hey, you've got 2 keys to give away. I'm like, who do I not like? I don't know what people I could think of.
Dota 2 is good. It actually...
I don't have no opinion.
I don't like it. It's not my thing. So I've got Dota keys to give away. So what we're going to do is we'll probably do...
So same deal as last week. 1-2 live viewers.
1-2 archive.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing. So if you guys are watching this live,
Yep.
pay attention and stick around at the end of it. And then if you guys are watching this on YouTube, just yet again write in the comment, I want Dota 2, give us a Steam name or whatever it is, and we'll give you a copy.
Yep.
Simple as that.
Yep.
Now, do we want to just announce?
Yeah,
go ahead.
So we did have a giveaway on the last one. You were giving away
Trapped Dead.
the excellent game.
Go back to that podcast. I don't want to talk about the game anymore.
Yeah.
We gave it too much time.
Yeah, we did.
So
I gave it like 10 minutes. That was too much time.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We do have a winner for that now, actually.
Yeah, I picked a number at random, and we scrolled through.
I pointed at the right person, so...
Yeah.
And the winner is Sarge.
I was going to drum roll... Whatever.
Sarge. Okay.
There you go. So, Sarge.
The audio podcast list.
Gonna fucking hate us.
Woo! Sarge, if you're on the live stream or if you are on the YouTube not live stream,
Yeah, you can
message
certainly...
us or just message. Wait, Devin's gonna
You
have
have the game. You have Trapped Dead.
Oh yeah, I have Trapped Dead. I thought it was someone Dota.
No.
Okay, cool. I got Trapped Dead, so message me. I'll get that right over to you. And
he's usually on anyways.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll have a giveaway next week. We'll also have one now for live giveaway now.
Yep.
And we'll announce the archive one.
We'll announce the archive one next podcast like we did this one.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Woo woo.
Tickety boo.
Speaking of
Tickety boo.
Tickety boo.
I guess still speaking of betas.
Still speaking of betas. Which one do I want?
That one.
That one. Oh yeah. So I got. I'm like 99.9% sure that there's no NDA on this game because there's an open forum and people just show it. So I'm in the CSGO beta. Thank you. Courtesy of Skinned from the chat, if I just want to yell that out there, because he is hard as shit to get in this thing.
I want to get in.
So, Skinned M.
You don't have this type of internet powers.
You are absolutely awesome if you comment or if you are in the chat live. Thanks again for that.
We can kill him and wear his skin. Then we'll be Riccio.
I was not looking attention. Now I'm afraid. So
that's gonna be, he's gonna be editing that. He's gonna be like, man, what the fuck did they say?
No. Yeah, no. So I got the CSGO beta, and there is, I don't know.
Every time I call you, all I hear is Counter-Strike sounds. So
yeah.
obviously, you're I mean, like every time I fucking call you, all I hear is the ball's been planted. I'm like, oh god damn it, Riccio.
I wasn't playing Counter-Strike. No. Anyway, that was really bad.
Jesus
Whoa.
Christ.
No, when you first let up
what kind of joke is like, I'm secretly a terrorist?
I'm killing you. What the fuck? I don't know. I thought that joke was the bomb. See how I set that one up? I set up the bomb. Woo! Full circle, bitches.
We're gonna be recording.
So you've been playing Counter-Strike Go
right now, actually.
We're gonna record the podcast next week, and the windows are gonna break in. A flashbang is gonna go off. We're gonna still be here. Richo's gonna be gone.
There's incendiary grenades in that game now.
What?
You just throw them and they fucking explode and shoot fire everywhere. Awesome. Anyway, so no, that game is awesome.
Person, like, do they do the...
No, you're like... It's weird. Anyway, but
that's really weird for the audio.
When you... Yeah, I know.
This is great for people who are like, oh, I just started listening to this new UnityCast on iTunes. They have audio versions now. Let's listen to their second one. Oh god, my ears, they are gone.
Anyway, so let's enjoy that, audio people.
We gotta go.
So no,
I respect you, audio people.
We have the Unity Go.
So in this beta, the options that it starts on is mouse acceleration, which is usually terrible for these types of games on PC. It had VSync.
What is that? I'm a console gamer. What?
Mouse acceleration is like when you move your mouse, it'll be at a slower DPI, which is like turning speed or sensitivity, and then if you're doing a quick swipe, as it gets towards the end, it gets like faster.
Oh, like that thing I complained about in Witcher 2.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
all right, great.
So it'll be like, oh, I know there's a dude behind me. Normally, you know, like you have like that muscle memory of if I do this, it'll be like, oh, 180. You do that, and you're like, oh no, I wasn't swiping as fast as I normally did. So it's not as it's really annoying. It feels floaty and weird.
Can you turn that off?
Yeah. So it defaults that on. So I'm like, what? No. And then it has VSync on, which once again does that same thing. So it's putting both of those on. So when I loaded in, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with the feeling of this? And no, after fixing those two things, that game is really fun.
It is more Counter-Strike?
It is more Counter-Strike. It is. It feels different than Source, but for some reason I'm getting re-addicted to it because there's all these little like, hey, you got like stats now just by hitting a button. I know Source now has that, but you can slowly like rank up, and it doesn't really do anything except for put you against harder people, which you then rank down. At least me.
Really? Yeah, I got up. Oh man, I got put back down again.
But no, it's really good. It is really good.
I saw they just got like a rehashed map. Is what I saw you play on.
I saw the only map that I recognized from Counter-Strike.
And that was from that one's from like 1.0.
They're all the classics, pretty much.
Really?
Like Dust.
Not
Dust 1.
Kind of good. That's what you want for a game like that.
There's only 2 maps which are not part of it, and they're part of the gun game stuff.
Oh, okay. So. Are they still
There's
big
a gun game
tournament scene with
gun game
like
started
CS?
with Counter-Strike, though.
Yeah.
Fine. Gun game's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever shape or form.
It works good.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you get the knife in this one, you actually have more health. So you have that chance of killing someone. Instead of being like...
you can't knife and derank people?
You can, yeah. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So it's fun. Anyway, Counter-Strike Go. I'm getting
Can't move, I
re-addicted
love
to that. Thanks again to Skin. Shout out, thanks. That's fucking...
If you have
got
any
me
more
addicted
copies,
to the game.
I will.
If anybody has a copy of it that you want these dudes to have, don't give it to them. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
Oh,
move.
No.
You're getting Skin.
I didn't
Give it
think-
to Devin. I probably won't play it.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I played that.
I will.
So if we're keeping on with the beta stuff, I played some of this new game that is now an open beta from BioWare called
Oh no! Don't ruin that. I was gonna try to ruin that.
well, it's still we don't know exactly what yeah, fine. Anyway, it's called Warhammer: Wrath of Heroes. What this game is essentially it's like World of Warcraft's PvP with the hero choices and stores and online shops as of League of Legends.
You
purchase-
40K?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not 40K.
Then I don't care.
Really?
So
You don't like fantasy?
40K is way better.
it's
Yeah, it is, but
they're
it's really awkward to do a 40K of just that might work.
That game is called Space Marine.
anyway.
We're not doing that again. That was podcast 11.
But anyway, no. For this game though, it's
4 minutes in podcast.
but no, for this game it's really weird. There's like this really fucked up balance. People have been playing it since the closed beta. You get like a few coins. It's just like League of Legends. You get coins for beating each match.
Yeah.
Except for League of Legends, you're like, oh, I got like 50 IP or something in like 15 matches. I'll be able to buy a hero. And this is like, oh look, you've got 50 points. You need 30 grand to buy the cheapest hero, and then 60 grand for the other one. And oh, this one's on sale for 28 grand. You're like, what the fuck? But every time you play a match,
Wow.
you level up and you get mastery points, which are used to like fill a talent tree. But you can only fill the talent tree of heroes you've bought. So right now I'm leveling up and just getting points. It's like, great, can't spend this shit on anything, except for this default hero that it unlocks for you, which is like this terrible fucking guy. But
That's retarded.
No offense to that guy.
yeah, no offense to that guy. He's kind of decent, but like
He's still terrible.
some of the stuff you can unlock with the masteries is like, hey, you can do 25% more damage with this character. Hey, this is like an ability that you unlock that's like triple the damage of that normal one. And so all the closed beta people are fucking like annihilating you. And the only way to make money in that game is to actually win matches to get a decent amount of them. There's some fucked up balance shit.
So what you're saying is kind of because it's in beta right now.
Yeah, it's
unbalanced.
It's pretty unbalanced and weird and fucking. But it's part of it's fun when you play with friends, and you can pay money to buy heroes, but it's like $10-15 for like a hero or
Fuck
something.
that.
It was really weird. It's like it's
Well,
15.
I mean, you got to think about the value proposition.
Yeah,
If
sure.
you're gonna get enough gameplay out of that one
Yeah.
hero.
Then you might as well.
What I
It's
think
like
it's
the $5 civilization value proposition in Age of
Yeah.
Empires is.
yeah. But I mean,
Amazing.
this is like one hero, and it's like $15 to buy 200 gems, I think, and it's 150 to unlock heroes, or 140. So it's like this weird numbering. I don't know. It's kind of fun.
The way to
It's-
make money off microtransactions is to make them confusing.
Yeah, so
it
I don't
really
know.
is.
It's kind of neat. Maybe check it out if you guys like PvP stuff, because if you
It's
do
on
spend
sale
time in
$2,
it,
but we also added $4 to it, but we took off 3, and then we times it by 1.1.2.
it's really let's make it sound.
316.
Shit,
That's
it's
weird.
not confusing enough.
What do you mean that's weird?
I don't know. I stopped paying attention. There's too many numbers being thrown around.
Exactly. Give me your money.
I'm gonna go back over that.
One button.
Anyways,
One button.
One button.
Is it
One button. One button.
This game?
to buy
No,
the.
to buy it. Is it one button?
No.
Oh.
In fact, when you open it for the first time, it's like you don't have cookies enabled. Then it refreshes and works. I'm like, but yeah, no, the game's really weird. You have 5 spells, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no mana. It just kind of cooldowns, and
Oh, okay, that's cool.
it's kind of fun. It's kind of weird, but it's fun, but weird, but really unbalanced. I figure once it's actually like got time put into
Out
it,
and
it'll
there's
be
more
it'll be
newbies
fucking
and-
sweet.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Wrath of Heroes, Warhammer. I played more Grimrock or Legend of Grimrock.
Yep.
Game's still really fun. I still have no idea how long that game is. I'm like 4 or 5 hours into it.
I'll bet you it's really long. For
Yeah.
the sake of being really long.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably one of those ones where it's just going to rehash levels things. And
No,
But,
I
um,
think it's probably
No.
just gonna go like it's. Yeah, I'm sure it was made long because that's what people that play that kind of game want.
Well, it's made long, and also it looks like when you start a new game, it's like, which map do you want to use? There's only one right now, but I figure he's either going to add some, or the people who made that game are going to add some, or people will make custom ones.
Mm.
Because I mean, it is a grid. I
Yeah.
can't see it to be
Yeah.
too hard to actually make maps.
you just
So
add
that's
the maybe like drop
Yeah.
place and such.
so that game is awesome. Still, I get terrified in that game because you can
Drop place.
hit a button to rest, and it just fades the screen to dark. But shit's still moving around, so like I woke up a few times with a spider being in my face, attacking me. I, of course, scream, but As I would if I were to wake up with a spider in my face. So it's realistic.
You also stayed up till 5 in the morning because of a bee once.
Yeah, no, that was
Once. That was this week.
I know, I didn't want to point
you had
it
to
out.
be there, really. Buzzing. Anyway, whatever. So Legend of Rock, still awesome. Still on sale. Check that out. It's awesome. It's awesome. I don't know what that is.
Awesome
fun.
Possum?
Awesome Possum.
It's a good game.
It's a good game. It's
Okay,
good. It's
alright,
actually
great.
sweet.
It's $9.99 minus 132 plus 132 plus 3 plus
Um,
4. It's $9.99.
It's
One-
$13.99 right
Oh, it's
now. you
$13.99?
dummy. Okay.
I thought it was $9.99.
Wait.
Yes, it is.
You're not?
Yes.
So is it $12.99?
I believe it's
10% off.
$15.99 or something
Yeah.
right now, or it's
Okay.
$14.99.
Well, I lied.
It's 10% off. So
10%, so $13 or $20.
maybe it's like
$12.
they're like $13.49 or something.
I'll settle on $12.49, $13.49. Shit, what are we?
$13.49.
I'll take it.
10% of 15 is $1.50.
What are you selling me?
$13.49. Put the Steam page in the link. Done. All right.
Shut up
great.
and take my money. Anyway.
Put a tick beside it for the link.
Yeah, sure.
Just
My
store
pen's
page.
not open.
Store page. Store page. Store page.
Whatever, it's engraved in there.
Okay.
Okay, so because I pre-ordered Guild Wars 2, went back to play Guild Wars 1 to unlock some stuff for Guild Wars 2. For purchasing all of the for purchasing all of the expansions, you get 3 points of the possible 50 that you can bring into Guild Wars 2, and it gives you starting equipment and like pets and titles and all this shit. So I got looped into that. Now I'm playing the Guild Wars 1 a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It's my like, hey, it's midnight. What should I do? I'll hop on Guild Wars for an hour. 3 hours later, I'm like, fuck. So yeah.
It's now your new Minecraft.
Are you in the Guild Wars 2 beta?
Fez is also something I played this week.
I played that too as well.
That is an
we all
answer,
messed
so
up.
that's fine.
I actually played a lot of that.
So yeah, no, Fez is awesome. We obviously apparently there's some crazy shit going on the internet about how insane this game is.
Yeah.
Of some other off
It
weird.
is still a platformer for us.
Yeah,
So
I haven't
we don't
reached
know about
that
that
point
stuff.
where I ran into the ridiculous puzzles.
Yeah.
My puzzles that as you saw today, were
just like how do I
pick up a
rotate
crate,
this? Like,
get up, rotate.
Well, what it sounds
rotate.
like is the puzzles aren't like you walk into a room and you're like, oh, there's a puzzle here. It's one of those like you'll go back later and be like, this is some like, oh, there's totally something here that I missed.
it's
because
apparently several mind-blowing
Yeah.
things happen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and it's
All
one of
right.
those, and
Yeah.
there's a whole like language to go with it too. That's
you said it was like translated day one or something
Yeah,
like
it's-
that? Yeah.
when you start the game, thing talks to you, and somebody apparently in a room there's like that written out and deciphered it or something.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Cryptology people, woo, internet.
that's really fucking cool.
Yeah,
actually.
so I don't know. That game is fucking way more than it is.
well,
For
we
$10.
got it. We like you bought it on your account,
Xbox, yeah.
And we've all played it here.
and we've all played it here. But we pretty much sat down. You were playing it, and we were just. I think did we mention it at the podcast? I don't think we did last.
We didn't
No,
talk
it,
about it all.
it came
last
out
week.
Friday.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
So we kind of played together, and I kind of backseat gamed a little bit, which
Yeah.
you bitched at me over the Xbox Live headset with.
I just yell at people for whatever. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Nothing personal.
But
Screamer.
there's one puzzle that we started trying to do, which was this weird, like you had to line them up according to like.
I figured that one out.
Pieces?
Apparently, we were doing it just a complicated way. It was apparently very simple.
Really?
I know the puzzle you're talking about.
And we
It's the 4 outlines of blocks on each
Yeah.
side of the thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That. I watched someone do that. It looked easy.
yeah, but
So-
we spent what like 30 minutes staring at it and being like, okay, if we rotate.
So I
it
guess
like
that
this
game
way-
is whatever you bring into it.
Well,
Pretty
we thought we're like, no, it's the easy way. No, it didn't work. You know, we're gonna do it. It's got to be this way, and we spent like 30 minutes on that other way, and then
Yeah.
apparently not
No,
that.
apparently not that at all. So it was really good. I really enjoy it. Standard kind of platforming stuff. It's got a great mechanic where it rotates and changes the actual map around based off of the 3D structure.
It looks 2D, but it's actually polygons.
Yeah. And it's really cool because sometimes you'll think you'll die, and then you just really click it really quickly, and you can actually get the full rotation
Yeah,
around.
still
you
die.
freeze in mid space.
Yeah, you freeze in mid space. It's really cool. I really enjoy it. I played it. I don't know how many hours now. Like 4, not even.
It's safe to say it's a game with a twist.
People kind of give you that one. Not really.
It's called. They say turn the screen.
Yeah.
Or something or rotate, so they don't say twist.
No.
Ever.
So it's a turn the.
So it's quite a.
We have
Turn.
news.
Yeah, we do have news.
Yeah, we do have news. But what about Fez now?
Peter.
I'm sure if you guys get into the like
Yeah, we're gonna
mind
have
blowing
another-
stuff, you can talk about that.
We'll
next week.
probably
Yeah,
have way more insane shit. Other than that, though, the game's sick. $10.
Yeah.
It's going to be coming out on PC.
The soundtrack's fucking amazing.
You guys were satisfied with it being a platformer.
Yeah.
Found out that there's some next level stuff in there.
Yeah.
And
blew my
all right,
mind.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we have for news, Riccio?
Well, the first thing on the list is apparently some SSX tricky DLC for SSX. I didn't actually...
They're calling it SSX Classic, but it's
yeah.
a lot of stuff people pointing out is that people are in tricky
Yeah.
skins and stuff.
Tricky skins. The
teasers.
mountain that they showed, at least from the screenshots, looked like it was a lot more, like, they showed fireworks going off and, like, crazier stuff, so it's more of a throwback to the old school, like, SSX tricky games where the layouts were just retarded. So that sounds really cool. It also is bringing back some of the characters. I think Eddie, and as well giving some skins to the ones
Existing,
that are already in the game. So yeah, I think Eddie's now in the game. He was like some sort of code character you could get, but now he's in it. I didn't read too much on it, but I am excited because
I don't think there is much out on it yet.
No, but I love SSX. Tricky was my favorite one. I'm totally gonna jump on that. Actually, I forget. No, they said it was a paid DLC. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. So,
And it's out sometime.
I bet you it's $10.
Yeah, $10.
Probably $10. But yeah, SSX DLC.
Give you a reason to actually keep playing that game.
I finished the story at least.
Yeah.
I have to go back.
Yeah.
It's fun. So yeah, so other than that, we
Still
have
sitting lonely on that shelf there.
dude, but it's actually on the shelf. It's not on that shelf. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
good.
true.
That's
It's
where
not
games
on
are
the
gonna die.
There is a kind of... did we mention that already?
What?
The shorts
Yeah.
video? Yeah, we talked about that at the beginning. Go watch that.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Uh,
I like the description.
description.
Yeah, the description. You'll have to look at it.
Richard didn't know this was out before this podcast started.
Yeah,
so.
I thought you guys were putting it out. That's something.
No, so yeah.
All right, cool. Whatever. On the news though, we also have Crisis 3. It got leaked. I think we were talking about last podcast.
They just went ahead and officially announced it.
Yeah.
You can pre-order it for $59.99, not the $49 like it leaked for. So,
and
which is too bad.
Well,
next year, 2013.
yes.
Yep.
So
Apparently going to be in New York again.
yeah, kind of sad.
Jungly,
but
But you're using a compound bow, so
look badass.
great.
nothing wrong about that. That sounded Canadian, but I said a bow.
About
Sweet. So
Oh, hey there, eh?
you said there's some also something else on the list. There's some Old Republic stuff. that
Yeah,
happened.
they're offering free time to 2 different sets of people, essentially. Anyone who has been in the game and has achieved a legacy level 6, I think is their term for it. So that's
legacy.
like
it's
end
kind of a
game?
total level of your characters.
Okay.
So you can have like 4 level 20s.
Okay.
Or like completed chapter 1 with a certain number of characters,
Okay.
or like a single level 50 that is played in the end game.
Okay.
They are giving and are currently an active subscriber free month.
Oh,
Oh,
sick.
wow, that's they're
And
really
anyone
must have
who
lost a lot.
previously, because there's a new update coming out,
Oh, okay.
1.2
Yeah.
apparently. I think it's just adding more end game
stuff into it.
some more
Of course.
bug fixes, whatever.
They must have really lost a lot of people to try and, give out full 3 months to people.
Well, I mean, Blizzard has stated that this is the first time that an MMO has kind of taken away from their subscribers.
Really?
Yeah.
So
It's Old Republic's not doing bad. I mean, sure, it didn't keep a lot of people like most MMOs, but
Yeah.
I paid for a month. So
Yep.
yeah.
So they got
But you're
a
saying
month.
the second people,
the
second
second
batch.
yeah, anyone who was previously a subscriber gets to play this weekend for free.
Oh, okay. That's not
So
bad.
for Friday to Sunday, play
You
for
don't have
free.
to have some sort of deal like if you buy it this weekend, if you get like some.
Special deal off or something.
No,
like
it's just that
Cool.
you can play. You don't even have to like put
So-
in any. You don't have to re-register for time and get like 3 free days. You could just jump in
So
and log
does-
in with your account.
Does the
Oh, okay.
patch? Did the patch already come out, or is it coming out before the
I think
weekend?
it's
I
out
guess.
now,
Okay,
probably.
cool.
but-
Most likely it's like a
Because that
Tuesday
would
patch day.
that really
or something.
suck if it's like it ends. It's like now the patch comes out. You guys
No,
wanna
I think
play?
the whole point is to
Okay.
get in and play the new
Ah,
patch.
okay. Get that.
Sweet.
Sink those hooks again.
So I'm gonna play again this week.
Cool.
Not
So
bad.
we'll
Cool.
talk about that next week.
Tell us
See
what's
what they
different.
changed. Yeah. Although for all I played that game, I never finished chapter 1.
Really?
So apparently chapter 1 ends when you were like level 30.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, and
Jesus
max level's 50. So
Christ.
Holy shit.
How many
Yeah.
chapters are there?
3, I think.
Okay.
You're really disproportional.
I don't know. It's
Well,
weird. What they,
kind of
what they
MMO
said
levels.
when they talked
Yeah.
about it, they said it's kind of like seasons of a TV show.
Yeah.
So you kind of
okay.
start out slow at the beginning of chapter 1, and then it ramps up, and chapter 1 concludes, and that's like a full story. Then chapter 2 starts.
Cool.
Kind of starts slower again, and
Oh, okay. So
Building up.
it's not. It doesn't peak at about chapter 3. It kind of builds 1, builds 2.
like the
builds
writer
3.
said, they structured it like a TV show. So there is each of those chapters is a story that your character participates in. So
Nice.
So you've only done the beginning of the season, so you've only had the seasoning.
I I would say I got to the mid-season finale in that
Oh,
story.
wow.
So
Okay.
Wow.
that's the kind of point I was at.
So cool.
Yep.
Nice.
A lot of filler episodes.
Yes.
Really?
Jesus. Like in Lost, whatever. Anyway, so
filler episodes, I mean waiting for a thing to respawn. And then
Oh, really?
getting snaked, I believe was
Oh.
the term. Like 3 times in a row and being like,
Tagged.
all right, fine.
Tagged.
Tagged is when someone else takes the thing that
Tags
you're waiting
it.
for?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
They tag it first. The blaster guy will always tag it.
Yeah, because he shoots from far away, and I wait there and have to do a leaping attack first, and that happened 3 times in a row, and I turn the game off.
So you can leap, but he always gets the jump. I'm gonna stop.
What is it?
So,
These are just getting progressively worse.
I know, it just has
I wasn't even sure what that was.
So Origins
So what
policy...
else we got for news? I'm gonna cut you off.
Origins policy is changed for when people get banned. Apparently you can now play offline games.
Yeah, what used to happen is if you got a forum ban or anything like that, your EA account was banned. You could not log into your games. You could not log into Origin. You could not...
Well, you said in forum? If you're forum, you can't go
Because it's all the same account.
Yeah, it's all
Shit.
So yeah, you wouldn't be able to play any of the games. What they have now implemented is you can now log into Origin with a banned account,
Okay.
but it logs in offline mode.
Wow.
So you can't, like, if you're banned from forums, you kind of are Battlefield 3 single player, Mass Effect 3 single player, but you can at least play the games. So I guess it's a step forward, and those people did get banned. So, but yeah, it's a nice.
I heard it
change.
was kind of like the ban hammer came down really quickly a lot of times.
Well, the problem was that they had very strict forum rules, and if you got forum banned, you couldn't play your games. I think that was the big issue.
Yeah.
It's probably the worst thing to do when you just release the game. People are going to be complaining about it.
Yeah.
So
banned.
it's a lot banned, yeah. I still laugh at some of the ones where it's like, I'm 12, what is this? And it's like, oh, you have to be 13 years old to play this game, so they banned him off the forum. I was like, that was a joke. It's a meme.
The thing that happened, that guy, I don't know if they resolved it or whatever, but
I really hope.
they banned it. He was Star Wars: The Old Republic,
Yeah.
and he couldn't play that game anymore.
Yeah, I
because
know.
of that joke.
Yeah, that's like, what the fuck?
And apparently, if you are banned, you cannot get to the unsubscribe button.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
That's so
Really?
stupid.
Because you can't log into your account, so you can't tell them to stop charging your credit card.
Hey man, these
Wow.
unsubscribe to the Old Republic, just change your credit card.
Jesus Christ, that's
move
intense.
to a different country.
I wanted to unsubscribe, and I found it, and that was it. I couldn't.
So you unsubscribed, then you went and started swearing in boards and got banned. No. So yeah, so that happened.
ridiculous.
Something obvious happened this week, despite our growing posters of Call of Duty.
Well, we could kind of talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause you can
When we
actually
were
see
putting
it.
up these posters, we have Modern Warfare 2, which is a normal size poster, as you can kind of tell from L.A. Noire.
And if you're listening to the audio version, imagine posters on a wall.
Yeah.
Yes,
Call of Duty.
well, I'm going to describe
Perfect.
sizes of them. So, next we have a Call of Duty poster. These are all pre-order posters, I believe.
Yes.
We specified. So these
Yeah.
are ones given out with
Yeah.
the game.
Yes.
If you pre-order them.
All the box art.
So, it's the box arts of the game, yes. So the Black Ops poster is significantly larger than the Modern Warfare 2 poster, which reflects the sales of the game.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then I unrolled my Modern Warfare 3 poster for the first time, and it is
fucking huge.
giant and like two-sided, and
Way bigger than
the
Black
other
Ops,
two.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this news kind of ruins this joke, because apparently Modern Warfare 3 at the ready to selling is not going to sell as much as Black Ops.
Yeah.
It's tanking. Well, not tanking.
So-
it's declining. Declining.
What are we
in
gonna do with this wall?
Burn
it down! No, don't burn my house, though, please.
size.
Well,
Well, let's do this.
I wonder what Black Ops 2 is going to do. Because I think it just got semi-leaked that it's going to be out. There's going to be an announcement on May 4th or something.
Yeah,
It's
there's
out
something
this
about
year,
that.
surprise.
Yeah.
So who couldn't have guessed that a new Call of Duty game was coming out this year, and it would be the sequel to the Treyarch one.
I didn't.
Black Ops is technically a sequel to World of War.
Which is
I don't know
weird.
Yeah.
If you know that.
But
Do you know
yeah.
the stories?
I played.
No.
I played.
Yeah,
through World
there's
War.
like characters from World of War in Black Ops.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What is zombie characters?
Oddly enough,
Yeah,
yes, actually.
yes, yeah.
The zombie mode's is totally a sequel as well. It's
Yeah.
totally separate, non-canon sequel. Great, okay.
No.
Yeah. 2 sequels in one.
I wonder if Black Ops is going to wondering what the fuck those numbers are still.
I think it's going to be big because I bet you they put a giant emphasis on the zombie mode. This
Yeah,
time, especially
probably.
with the way the zombie... They,
I hope they keep
they
the gun
sold
game
map
up.
packs because
zombie mode.
people bought... Yeah,
Yeah. I like gun game for it too. I played a lot of gun game.
that's
for
all I played in
Black
Really?
Ops.
that game, yeah.
But I played it
Let's get
for
on this
PS3.
Counter-Strike thing, man.
I had to get into some of the multiplayer matches to earn credits to be able to play gun game.
Oh, and then you
then I just play gun game, so whatever.
You have it for 360, I'm assuming?
What?
You have it for 360?
Everything is for 360 unless I specify otherwise.
Yeah.
I play for PS3.
Journey or Uncharted. It's
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's not exclusive.
Nice. Nice.
But yeah, that's unfortunate because we were hoping for kind of a giant wall-sized poster in this out-of-frame area.
Yeah,
we're bigger than Modern Warfare 3.
That'd be pretty sweet. But now it is over my toaster, which whatever we put up there will burn and die.
Oh, wait, what was
which
that?
will signify the end of the Call of Duty genre.
Oh, God.
Not genre.
We'll tape it.
Franchise.
We'll just burn down that wall. Only that wall, Rich. It'll be good.
No, burn my pre-order
It's my
posters.
favorite wall. Anyway, other than that, Halo 4's release date was finally announced. November 6th?
Yep.
2012?
Yep.
This year.
Yep.
Which is apparently the voting day for Americans.
Is it?
Yeah. So it's the day that ballots are supposed to be allowing people to vote. So people are going to be in line.
I think this is some sort of ploy. The lower youth voter turnout.
I think what they're going to do is
You know what they could do? They just have polling stations.
You have to vote before you buy Halo?
Exactly. They could honestly have the biggest
the
turnout
pre-order
ever.
where you sign your name, it's actually like a ballot. They're like, yeah, no, sweet, yeah, no, sign this. Yeah, no. Some guy wins.
They'd be voting before the day, though. You can't.
Yeah, you can't stop.
It would be midnight.
No, if you're saying
pre-orders.
Oh,
sorry.
Pick
Yeah,
up
you pick
pre-orders.
Yeah.
Honestly, you could probably get the biggest youth turnout that way.
I'm gonna go with no.
You just gotta have some dude's name with like 5 X's in it, and suddenly they're gonna vote for that dude. Boner Jam Sniper.
XXX Barack Obama 420 XXX.
Oh God.
I think if you when you put 3 X's.
No,
Anyway.
it's small X, big X, small X.
Okay,
That's how
so
they-
they're
like
okay.
triple X.
Yes.
State of the Union with Ice Cube.
It's Vin Diesel. Ice Cube?
State of the Union.
State
is
of the
Ice
Union is
Cube.
Ice
The first
Cube.
one was Vin Diesel.
And it's got Exhibit in it. And
I thought
they're
they both
gangster,
had
and they tank jack someone. I
The
was
first
thinking
one was
about
Vin
this
Diesel,
a couple
the
of
second
days.
one was a
Son
different
of a bitch, and that's why I never watched the
Can
second
you
one.
tell I was
I've never seen either of those movies.
Can you tell I
It was
I was
excellent.
thinking about this a couple of days ago. I was walking to school and I was like, man, I haven't watched Triple X State of the Union. I'm not even fucking kidding you.
What
So I-
state of your... What
So
the hell were you doing?
I played through it in my head again, and I just remembered it's got Ice Cube and it's got Exhibit, and Exhibit runs a chop shop, and they hijack a tank by lifting it off the ground with hydraulics, and then all the soldiers get out of it, and they're like, "You just got tank jacked," and that's all I remember of the movie. And that happened. Yeah, no. It's one of those ones that came on like late.
So much hatred in my face right now for
It's
everything
one of those ones
you
that
just
came on
talked
late
about.
at like Saturday night, and it was like 3 a.m, and I watched it. Don't judge. I tried that
I've
in the
been
mirror.
playing way better things at 3 in the morning, like Guild Wars 1, or like...
All your retro games, man.
Yeah.
What else is on the news?
Okay, sweet. So, Dishonored debut trailer.
Yes.
Bethesda teased
Divot.
something.
The
Divot
trailer.
debut.
The Devin trailer.
So Bethesda teased a picture of a
Teased.
dude's face. People were like, "This gotta be Rage," and then they're like, "Bitches, it's Dishonored," and crazy steampunk Assassin's Creed looking game.
It's a pre-rendered cinematic.
Yeah.
photo,
Yeah.
So I don't know what to think of it yet.
I
think
wish
they
they.
released some details about the game. Didn't they?
kind of. I actually don't. I remember hearing the name somewhere, but I don't know what was talked about for it.
It looks cool. I'm excited. Yes, it is. Pre-rendered and everything like that, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
I like the concept of it.
Not the
Might be
pre-rendered cinematics can't sell people on games. That Witcher 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sold you.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sold you pretty
What
well.
I've been kind of saying is it looks like it's taking some of Prey 2's engine, possibly, of what it's going to do, because Prey 2 is all about.
We
like,
haven't seen any gameplay, so
people that, well, yeah, for that I know, but I mean, like the same style. Like Prey 2 was like, hey, like you gotta go like assassinate someone, then it would be like running on walls and not walls, but rooftops and
the
going.
fuck is Prey 2?
Yeah, it was an open world kind of like Hitman style, like
Yeah.
crazy. Find
But
some
that's
people.
why don't they just call it? That's not Prey.
Exactly.
Okay,
So I
whatever.
think like Prey 2 died, and then it's like, oh, why don't we just fucking put him in Dishonored or something? So
Let's
I
be
don't know.
clear. This is not Bethesda's new game. They are
No,
publishing
no,
a new
yeah,
game.
it's-
But Prey 2 wasn't made by
Who's the developer?
Arcs.
Arcane.
I want to see
Arcane with a K.
Arcane.
Okay.
Yes.
With yeah, so that I'm not really right on any of this shit. It just looks like it's the same kind of style of game, but this one's now steampunk instead of in space with aliens. So
Yeah.
So what you're saying, the stuff that the pre-rendered cinematic teased
in Prey
is
2.
some of the
is-
gameplay mechanics from Prey 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean,
Alright.
Prey 2 they didn't really put any gameplay out, but that's the same. It's like the same trailer.
That's what they
chasing,
described.
well, kind of chasing or like running along rooftops, shooting a dude, running along rooftops, ending a dude.
We'll do side by side of this.
So we could probably do that.
Yeah.
Probably
An
just way
analysis of
different
pre-renders.
in my brain now. It's probably just like I'll watch it and be like, this is nothing like that shit. So
Shit.
anyway,
I just told a lie on the internet.
but it's a really sweet trailer. We're actually gonna link that one.
Yeah, it's really cool. I liked
There's
it.
links for all of that stuff.
Yeah, links actually bring link all this.
Yep. That's pretty. The link dumpster is getting larger.
So yeah, like we said, Super Monday Night Combat is officially
pretty much.
Yeah, Super Monday Night Combat's officially released. I do have
by
beta
accident.
keys.
As we talked about.
A day early though, which is
I thought it was.
I
I didn't think it was only a day early. I thought it was
long
way
than that.
later.
I know on Kotaku they were saying it was a day early, but I don't.
Okay,
I
maybe it
didn't. The thing is, before that, I'd never heard them even saying it was coming out anytime soon.
Yeah.
So that's weird.
What happened?
Maybe they just.
I think it was they accidentally released like hundreds and hundreds of beta keys to people, and they were like, "Well, these are just okay."
I don't know if you guys have been logging on like the past week. Like, kept popping up like, "Hey, you're Super Monday Night Combat
I've
beta."
had that too, and I was like,
You're not in.
I'm not in this beta. What
So I think
Yeah.
that was just fucking up, and then they just kind of gave it to everybody. But
Weird.
the funny thing is, the people who got beta keys who passed them to me to give away
Oddly
got
enough,
it like a day
I
before
tried.
it released. So.
I tried to put a beta key in from some Reddit thread or something, and it said you already own this game, and I couldn't find it in my list. I was like, that's really weird.
Yeah.
So
the weird thing is just like, I don't know why they put beta keys out and then like it makes sense that they didn't want to have it out anytime soon because they put beta keys out and then suddenly just release the. So
because there's some server error.
Yeah.
Probably
Either way,
something like that.
it's out. Game's pretty fun. It's like Dota, third-person shooter.
I haven't played it at all.
Really? It's actually
Maybe I'll
really
go
fun.
try and get yelled at.
It's really fun.
Make a story.
I forgot one thing.
Angry people.
Other than
Do
that,
angry people play that game? Do you know?
no, everybody seems really friendly.
Okay, great.
It's a lot easier to get into. It's not like there's no store to
So
go in.
shoot the mascot every round? Great.
Not every round. It's like every 5 minutes or something.
Well, yeah, but that's.
But
it's pretty
I
much
mean,
every
fine. Yes, every game you get to shoot that
but
mascot.
because there's no Dota, like you don't have the right equipment, it's a lot easier to get into. So it's a
You
lot
don't
harder
get yelled
to
at
fail.
if you go middle lane.
So it's a lot harder to fail. So it's I don't know. It's
in the middle lane. What the fuck, man?
The only thing
Down
that I
a teammate,
hate,
that's fine.
the only thing
I checked my Hotmail the other day because I was kind of going through stuff, and that's what I used to register with League of Legends. And I had an email that's like, "Yo, you're dropping from games. You should probably rectify this." And you're like, "Oh, fuck, you're delete now." I'm never playing your game again because your community is caustic.
Yeah.
Anyways, just hateful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, I played
It's
a
not
really
happy.
good game where everybody GG at the end of it.
You were probably asleep.
We talked about that last week.
You were probably asleep.
Everybody actually
You
GG.
were
Yes.
probably
I was
asleep.
so happy.
You're probably asleep.
It's totally a dream.
Never happened.
We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
Yes.
So other than that, I don't know what the fuck company put out a trailer for Dragon Ball Z Connect.
Yeah, which is really bad.
Probably
You can tell.
Namco
Namco
Bandai, Namco,
Yeah.
Namco Bandai, whatever. Yes.
Namco Bandai.
The thing is that
Okay.
you can really tell if they really care about this side of the world knowing about it because they kept referring to them as Super Saiyans, which
Super
is
Saiyan.
a color, not a Saiyan.
Was this said or written?
Said.
No, it was
Okay,
said.
alright.
It
So
was
it's
written
Saiyan.
properly.
It's like become a Super Saiyan. I'm like,
Hold on.
what?
But it's like one of those really terrible, like it's got that really fake actor kid playing it, and he's just playing it in front of like a blank screen, so he's like this. But then they randomly cut to like cityscape with explosions coming out of like random fucking buildings.
The feeling of this trailer I'm getting from you guys is that this was intentionally terrible.
I don't know.
No. They put actually some like beams coming out of his hand, trying to put some like production value into it.
And it is fucking ass.
No, but is it supposed to look dumb?
No,
think
it's
so.
supposed to look
When
like
he said Cyan, it was like, no, this is not a joke anymore. This is
Super
like, that's
Saiyan.
too far. The gameplay for it looks like you can, there's like, on one side of the screen, there's what you can do with your hands. But it said like, mission complete. So I think it's going to be short little bursts of weird stuff. And it almost looked like it was, like Dance Central, you do dance moves.
Yep.
This is like, oh, you do these fight moves.
Well,
and then it
Well,
They
ends.
keep
isn't
kept doing
there a
this.
dancing like Dragon Ball Z move where they like join their hands or something?
Well, like
Yeah.
no, but like
So,
they kept
I don't know,
on.
we'll
The
see.
kid kept
Two
on-
player. There you go.
Yeah, the kid kept
We're
on doing
announcing
this
it here.
though. Kept on doing this,
Yeah,
and then
Goku's
he was like,
hands are in front.
and then he was like,
I like
and
how,
doing this again. I was like,
no, but you know how like,
Hey, what if they have like connected voice support for yelling, like
apparently
man.
somebody was saying they might.
and powering up and going, ah.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fucking buy the game 3 in the morning. And just, I want to go Super Saiyan right now. I'll just Actually, what it does is there's 3 levels. The first level is 15 minutes long, where you just scream, and then you cut to commercial, and then you scream for another 1 level, and then at the end you just go it off, and you decide that you're just going to talk about it. And then you tell everybody the next episode they're going to.
Dragon Ball Z was fantastic.
I love Dragon Ball Z, but it had a lot of fluff filler.
I know what you're saying. I tried to make a joke by dissing and then making the... Fuck it. Anyway, that game is coming out. It looks kind of terrible.
It looks really
It's
shitty.
the end of this year, I think it's coming out.
Yeah.
And,
It looks like ass.
Bad Kinect games are good, though. Kind of.
I still think
dry
we should
run
do-
material.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, no, it's...
And in game, it's like...
But he's like...
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's great.
It's really awkward
It's
looking.
really
For
great.
the audio listeners, they are awkwardly punching their hands into the air and looking dumb while doing it.
Thank you, Dan. Would you like to care to join us? Become Super Saiyan?
No, I'm okay.
I'm super excited for this. Fuck it. Anyway,
I'm Super Saiyan
release is
for
coming
this
out
game.
next week, because this week we always do, by the time this podcast comes out this week, it's pretty much over.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we inform you guys what comes out next week, which is Walking Dead Episode 1.
Not a lot, actually.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
That's kind of the
Surprised.
headliner plus
Prototype 2. And, yeah,
You
so
guys sound
you were
really
getting-
fucking excited for that.
Prototype 2. I'm actually...
different. I don't.
I played Prototype 1. I really enjoyed it, though I did definitely get sidetracked with just killing civilians and turning into old ladies. And
Something
shit
about
like
the final level of the game was really hard for me. I
Yeah,
finished
it was the camera angle. It was really the lock
Yeah.
as fuck.
that.
but,
I couldn't beat
the
the
final
so
level of
I'm
the game. I
probably
watched the ending on
rent it.
YouTube, and I was like,
I'm
great.
just gonna rent it or something like
They
that.
showed gameplay for it. It looks exactly like it in a way that even the
Prototype
graphics...
was fun.
Yeah,
Running up walls and stuff.
Gameplay-wise, it's fun, but you know how it had like poopy kind of like muddy look on everything?
Yeah.
It still
And
has that.
The worst cinematics in a AAA game
Yeah.
for a long time.
So it
Yeah.
looks like it kind of has that shit going on again, but I don't know. I enjoy
If
it.
they make them purposefully bad, then
At least
they
it don't
could be
have to-
funny.
I just
Yeah, it looked pretty fun. I like how you can
I really
combine
did like
two
that.
powers now, though.
run up the wall shit and you can.
Yeah,
That's
so
two.
say you have like the claw hand, you have like the stretchy thing, you can be like, well, I'm gonna throw a stretch claw and fucking kill people. So it looks fun.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
That's really cool.
I'm gonna get it. I don't know. It still has. I think it still has the web of lies or whatever the fuck thing. The web of you.
The
suck people.
collectible wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I think it still has that. I'm excited.
return in the
Prototype game where you can't just consume innocent civilians is not a prototype game. So.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So
That is actually very valid. It's like with
That's
Assassin's-
half that game because those are the collectibles.
It's like with Assassin's Creed 1 where you could just constantly kill civilians, and then in the next one it was like, no,
Ezio
don't
didn't do that, man.
Yeah, don't do that. You can only do that 3 times. So I keep pushing at every mission and just kill 2.
actually, this game has like the Witcher
You're
like
mean, Jesus.
Witcher like touch your medallion explode out like color.
The best feature of that game.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can do that, and depending on how people highlight, it'll be like, hey, this person's being watched. Hey, this person's not being watched. So you can walk up to someone and be like, it's like, nope, no one knew about him. So it's
Okay, that's kind of cool.
That's really fun.
I,
Glad they
I was
added
trying to think of the first one had that game, but I was thinking of Infamous too.
Yeah. Well, and it doesn't have to compete
Which
against
I,
Infamous.
that was kind of a spoiler, so don't listen to what I just said. Anyways,
We'll just beat that out.
I didn't play that. Anyway, so yeah, so that came out. We kind of quickly jumped over Walking Dead. Walking Dead is coming out next Tuesday. At least episode 1 of
Yep.
a 5-part series of things. It's Telltale.
you can
game,
pre-order
so-
the whole season.
Yeah, it's $22 right now for a pre-order. Looks really awesome. From what it is it seems to be almost going like Heavy Rain style type of like quick decisions, different ways that it can pan out.
One
People
thing
can die, people cannot die. Like it looks really
I've
good.
seen some interviews and stuff on that game. One thing they did mention is that the completionists are going to hate this game.
Oh,
There's
really?
no perfect playthrough of this
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Oh.
So when I heard
people are going to die, is what they're saying.
pretty much,
So-
I was reading it. And I'm like, oh, another Telltale game, and I was reading like there's multiple ways to go through it. People can die if you don't make choices fast enough, or if you try and be like, oh, but what if? So I was like, this. I'm gonna go through this. Hate probably what the fuck's gonna happen. but
By
it's
the
gonna be
way,
fun.
in The Witcher 2, when they throw in like, oh, this is a time choice, quick. I know you normally read
Yeah.
all this stuff. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
I like
Freak with
that.
you- freak with
Well,
you a
it's
little bit?
the intense moments, and you're not just having a conversation. They put a timer on the conversation
Ooh.
dialogue chooser thing.
That's really
So
nice. So you
I
can't
think
do
that's
that.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Awesome,
that's
actually.
coming out. At least the first episode. It's every month another episode's gonna come out. But
Not
the
bad.
$22 is all 5 of them.
Yes.
So
Oh, cool.
um,
Did they say what the price of each episode? It's probably gonna be $6.99 is what they usually do,
I
isn't
think
it?
so. I don't know if you can actually buy them separately. Because I remember in Jurassic Park,
It was all or nothing,
It was,
yeah.
it was everything or nothing. So they might do that again. I don't really mind if they do that, to be honest, because I don't know.
Game's cheap enough, isn't it?
As long as it's a good game, I should say. If the first one ends up being good, the first episode,
Then you're
good
getting
game.
your money worth.
So yeah, that's coming out. Risen 2, Dark Waters is coming coming out next week
Friday.
on Friday. Risen 2 is awesome from what I saw in the PC version. The first one, it was third person, old school RPG, talk to people, storylines.
Not bad.
Second one's apparently gonna be way better.
Cool.
So
Wasn't that game super broken when it came out, and they like re-released it a few months later, and we're like, "Yo, it's kind of fixed now."
We patched the shit out of it.
I feel like that game released broken, and they took it down and then put it back up later.
I didn't hear much about it when it was
Okay.
actually first
Yeah,
released.
I
I
heard
want
it's
to say
possible,
that's
so-
what happened, but
Um,
cross fingers it doesn't happen again.
yeah,
Pretty much. We'll see how that goes.
as well as
Summer sale for me, probably.
Potentially.
So next week, also possibly, according to possible announcements by Sega, Binary Domain for PC will be
Not bad.
finally coming out. They said it was going to be April 6th, and then they just that date passed, and they're like, just shut up about it. They didn't say anything, so people are guessing end of this month because it says April. Whatever will happen, I don't know. So hopefully that comes out because I really want to play it. I really want to swear into my microphone and have people react to that.
Big boat.
Big boat. What else?
Sweet.
And also the next arcade game for the Arcade Next is coming out called Bloodforge. We actually didn't read too much about what this was actually going to be.
We talked about all the other games, but Blood.
Yeah,
Forge.
we mentioned it last week. I think it was a fighting game. I had like unlockables or something, and was this? No, this was the.
We're not doing it justice. It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is this one was 1,200 points, and
I thought this was one of the 800s.
no, this is the Fable
That's
Journey.
Fable
Journey
Journey.
was that one.
No, that's not Fable Journey. It's Fable the Hero.
Right,
or something.
Oh,
Heroes.
yeah.
There's Journey is
Fable Journey is the Connect one where you push the arrow in.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I just think now it's time for your questions. But as I'm looking, I don't think we had any this week.
Oh, we didn't really announce it.
We didn't really announce it this
Yeah,
week.
yeah. So I guess
So, actually, what we can do is if there's anybody watching live and you guys want to submit some questions, send some to the @UnityGaming Twitter. What in the meantime is just something you guys want to talk about
Why
for
don't
like
you
2-3
just type
minutes,
them in the chat?
or you guys can type them in the chat, and we'll read them off.
Yeah.
That works too. If you guys
That's
have
way
any
faster.
questions.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you guys
don't
have
worry about
any,
Twitter for now, but type them in the chat. In the meantime, is there anything else you want to mention that? This
well,
week?
potentially what I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days or couple of weeks is once my exams are done, I've got a list that I'm starting to assemble of
Stuff you want to play.
of stuff I want to play, and I want to do Darksiders because Darksiders 2 is coming out. I've never played 1. I've heard it's pretty much Zelda with.
Do you own that game already?
I don't own it.
I
Which
have
one, Darksiders
Xbox.
1?
I can link it to you.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And I hear it's like pretty much just Zelda with gore and like a little more gritty and dark, and so that sounds good to me. And I watched some of the gameplay footage for Darksiders 2.
Yeah, Darksiders is
and
gonna be
it
exciting.
looks just so much better. You've got now what's called the Construct, which is this big kind of like rolly dude that you can control. He'll smash through objects for you. He'll help you with puzzles and stuff like that. But you can't use them all the time, and they just seem to add in some really neat, flowy stuff. And the platforming seems to be a little bit more not broken. Like it's when you see that chain grapple, you'll run up the wall and a raid across. It's not like turn, aim, then shoot it out. It seems to just flow a little bit better.
I think you really have to play Darksiders 1, to be honest.
I played it. I just
Did you
kind of got bored.
really?
Oh really?
Sand worm.
Okay.
If that means anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dune?
No, you were probably like 3/4 through it.
Dune?
Really?
The spice
Yeah.
must throw? The spice
Because the
must flow?
sandworm thing is like that final boss, I think, of that area, and then there's like a tower.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't
And
far at
that's,
all.
like, and that's like it. Pretty sure the game's not that long. It's
Huh.
it's kind of long. It's like maybe 15 hours or something. But yeah, I don't know.
It's fairly short.
Yeah.
If you want to
Well,
lend it to me, I'll probably beat it in
yeah.
a weekend.
I mean, compared to
Yeah,
a
always,
Zelda game, I think Zelda games are normally like 20, 30 hours.
Yeah, something like
Well, at least the newer ones, like Twilight Princess, which I never
I
actually
do
played.
have my original.
Apparently, Skyward Sword is really long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I heard, like
I got that
40-some
for
hours.
Sarah.
Is it-
and
I
she
think-
played.
What do you guys think? Is it
least
still
30
going to be
hours.
impossible to refer to Darksiders without mentioning The Legend of Zelda?
Darksiders
No.
1 is hard. It's kind of because they take so much from the Zelda series.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how Darksiders 2 is going to be. If it keeps up the grittiness and stuff, I think it's officially made its name for itself, and it's pretty awesome.
It's a Darksiders game, not a Zelda with more grit. If they do keep it, then
Yeah.
it'll be
Um,
Darksiders will have its own
I-
exploration combat style stuff? Because I saw they also added in like items and shit, and you
Yeah,
get like
there's
full
on Diablo
suits
style
and
loot drops and stuff.
It seems really fucking cool.
What I hate is that at the end, well, not the end, they kind of hint in the lore of Darksiders 1 that like there's going to be like more heroes, and it was going to maybe be like a multiplayer co-op game when 2 came out. It's not that. So that kind of was a sad moment for me, because I think some sort of co-op-y type thing in that game would have been fucking
I think it's
sweet.
fine how it is.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just kind of this build up where they weren't mentioning anything about it. People were asking them, and it was like, no. Well, they were actually saying no. It's kind of
so they were
shitty.
self-building the hype up, but they didn't really go with it.
But yeah, other than that, I guess we don't have any questions for this week.
Oh,
so.
I do have a quick bit of news that I completely forgot about.
Oh.
There's a petition for Demon Souls. No,
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
I know what you're talking
Petition of 19,000 people now. Last time I checked, that do not want it to be incorporated with
Games for Windows Live.
Games for Windows Live. Your thoughts on this, sir?
I honestly do not hate Games for Windows Live. I think it's awesome as long as you don't have to deal with the marketplace. But
if it's literally just the overlay and you buy it through Steam,
yeah,
perfect.
That's fine.
But it has to be Games for Windows Live, because if you want to play online, it has to be like
moderated or monitored. Or...
That's the way you kind of have to do it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I
hopefully it's not like sold exclusively on the Microsoft Marketplace.
That would be fucking
that
terrible.
Dark garbage.
Yeah.
They
but
lose a lot of their business right there.
Wait, Arkham City came out. Yeah, it's got Game for Windows Live, and was a Steam release.
It's just an overlay.
So yeah, so if it's like that, I honestly don't mind. But yeah, other than I just want to play Dark Souls on PC. To be honest, give me it in any fucked up manner, I'm still gonna play that thing. So
why don't you finish it on PS3?
I could, but the frame rate's kind of poopy.
I could.
I don't know. I'm pretty far in it. I could finish it on PS3 if I wanted to, but I feel like if I finish it on PS3, then I have no reason to get it on PC. But I want to get it on PC.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm gonna get it on PC.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay, well, we'll mention one thing. Sarge in the chat asking if people have seen, if you guys, I showed you guys some Unity stuff. He actually went into All Points Bulletin on the PC. It's a free to play game.
We've been referring to it this whole podcast.
Yeah.
APB.
He made some model, like you can create your own characters, customize them, your cars and everything, and he made some UnityGaming stuff. I know I showed it to you guys. I posted them on our little group.
I looked at it, yeah.
So they look pretty sweet. And to mention that,
I said that's awesome, but it's too bad APB is bad.
Yeah. So what we might do is we might post it up on like an article or something on the actual website at like www.unitygaming.com.
Yep.
And we'll post them out. So if anybody else wants to either make some sort of like draw something or put something that's Unity related into something,
we'll post it.
We'll post it. We'll show it to people.
Yeah. We'll do maybe the Blacktor one. We'll see.
Yeah, if Blacktor wants to draw some really crazy shit, just like some weird deformed stuff.
Yeah, did you see those?
No. We'll post those.
Jesus Christ, I think they're still in the...
We'll show that original one with the octopus like and stuff.
Oh, that was fucked up.
So
it's really funny though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you guys want to design any of that stuff, go for it. We'll post it. We'll show it. It'll be awesome.
I see Caboose is calling it that he does some graphic designs.
Cool.
So
yeah, he draws.
I believe he says he designs graphically.
Yeah,
why are you changing his words?
Yeah. He does draw perfectly round asses in Draw Something. Somehow he has this art style where the faces are maybe a little mashed and stuff, but the asses are... It's a circle. It's like a perfect, not weird edge. It's whatever. It's mind-blowing.
So yeah,
it's really weird.
Caboose, if you want to do that, then that'd be great. And I see the mods are...
Anyway, so so I think that's going to be it for this week. Kind of short, I guess, but I mean, it more than makes up for last week's 3-hour-long crazy marathon of a
where I could not get home afterwards.
No, could not get home.
So at least this gives us time to possibly work on some stuff that we can put out for you guys.
You didn't mention... Do you just want to quickly say?
So what we're going to try to do is, for those of you who watched my broadcast this week, you may have saw us play a game called Sumotori.
Yep.
Courtesy of the Hidden Flame. He bought me a key for that.
It's really funny.
It is a really funny game, and we're gonna possibly record a somewhat of a dry run with that.
Yep.
Devin has seen this game already. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It is so amazing that I was in the middle of combat for Mass Effect 3, and I stopped behind cover and started laughing my ass off because I play it on my computer screen.
Yeah.
And I went back, and I wasn't even paying, because it's going through my same audio and everything. I wasn't even paying attention. That I went back and there were 4 Geth in front of my face and all of my squad mates were dead. and I just kind of was pissed because I was laughing my ass off at this. So
So
it's really fucking funny.
we won't mention too much what it is. You guys can Google it if you want. It is Sumotori, but it is awesome, and it'll be a video to watch, hopefully. So yeah, other than that, I guess we're going to be done for this week.
Yes.
Thanks.
If the guys in the live chat stick around, we've got a DOTA2 beta key to give out.
And I guess some
And
last...
anyone watching at any point, submit questions to the Twitter. Kind of.
Yeah,
all
we're using
week,
it more
and
now.
we
week.
will.
Yeah.
We will check on it. I mean, there's Twitter or emails which we can post. There's like
We'll
the
just
chat,
stick with the UnityGaming email.
or the Unity website. If you post comments on stuff, we can try and find questions somewhere.
For sure.
I don't know.
We're pretty much, I'm on the website most days, just checking and doing some stuff. So if you're posting comments, I always check them out. So certainly do that.
And a quick plug for those of you who maybe want to watch the audio version or listen to the audio version. We're now going to be on iTunes. If you search for EunityCast or EunityGaming.
Unity.
Unity.
If you're telling people to search for something,
Yeah,
you
it's
have to
Unity.
specify that there's
Unity. You can find a video version and an audio version. The video version is not up to date yet. We're going to try to get on that, but at least the audio version will have the latest ones for now.
You can download the audio version from our site as well.
Yeah. So get on that. And so thanks for watching. Leave comments, subscribe, and all that fun jazz.
Yeah.
So I'm Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Somppi. Thank you guys for tuning in.